Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah. Yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. I'm that go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on what I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right, yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me, but I'm old, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me.
All right, everybody, happy freaking Tuesday. Dude, 10 more days until freaking Halloween. What up, everybody? Good morning. Appreciate y'all tapping in as always. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. What is happening? What is up? I saw you, girl, in the club. What up, everybody? Appreciate y'all tapping in as always. Hope everyone is having a great morning. Did I miss something? But good morning, everybody. What up? I think there's like some sort of outage or something like that. Chase, what up, dude? Drex in the building. Good morning. Tito Kicks, Casanova Kane. Shit, that means I got 10 more days to figure out what I'm gonna do for my anniversary. 15th anniversary. There you go. True Swag TV. What up, man? How are you? Fernando in the building. What's good? Tito Kicks, Casanova Kane. What up, Oos? Humbled in the building. Mr. 843, Big Boy Family. Jojo Dancer, good morning. Marcel, what up? Scene Lover, good morning. Mo Easy Kicks, good morning. GG. Marcus Allen, what up, dude? Vince in the building, what's good? Jesse, yes sir, Nike is down. It's the outage yesterday before you started. Started yesterday before you started, okay. Loud Pack in the building, what's good? Mr. Sheridan. Christopher Adobo in the bone, what's good? Gino in the bone, what's good? Let's see. I don't even know what I say. Anomaly. Sorry if I was saying that wrong. Ghetto Tactical. Keith in the building. Base Maryland. Gerald in the bone, what's good? Stone Cold Dan. Dawn, Mr. 843, good morning, and collection fam. Facts, Marquise, what up, man? Good morning, Pat. Base Maryland. Black Shinobi in the bone, what's good? Brian. Dirty Bird, Kenny Powers, what up, my guy? King Leo in the building, what's good? Hello, websites got hit yesterday. A lot of websites, huh? So it's just not only sneakers app. What up, Francisco? Good morning to you, my friend. How are ya? Let me check it out because I was like wondering yesterday why the Zions got pulled. Yeah, it says that you could buy like the Air Max 95s. Looks like you could buy like basically everything. Like the Zions are still there. Like they're still there on desktop, but they're just not there on the app. So I guess this outage is still going on. Does that mean Does that mean that the shoes are still dropping for Nike basketball? Because I know they're loaded up on Nike. We have the stock numbers. What up, Rocket? What up, P? Finesse in the bone. What's good? Murd in the bone. What's good? Mr. 843. Amazon had a shutdown. Trey, what up, man? Good morning. How's Buddy? Buddy's okay. I don't even know what happened last night because he went to the bathroom last night. I don't know. I have to ask the wifey because she was the one that took him out. One of the 3 of the websites were effective. You got an error. Most stuff had them loaded, not there. No more, P Finesse says. It's crazy because like it's like well actually, does it let you buy it? Like, does it let you buy the shoe or is just a glitch? Eddie, what up, man? Good morning. Buenos dias, Rafi and fam. What up, J Bays? Chase Bank app got shut down yesterday around 11 p.m. It started yesterday around 10 a.m. Eastern time. So it basically started yesterday while we were streaming. Just didn't know that. No, it does not. Nike fixed it on the 22nd, so all Nike drops for the Halloween is pushed till tomorrow. Okay, so we're not getting them today. So, right? Is that what we're getting? Nike said we got to delay all our sneakers, which is well, I guess it doesn't really necessarily matter because there's nothing really going on. Because like I said, like if you're wondering where like Nike basketball sneakers were, like they're still loaded up on the Nike app. I just don't know if the drop is gonna happen, I guess, right? Like, is it happening? Okay, let me look at so it says yeah, it's just all a bunch of glitch. Now it's saying it's sold out now I don't even see the men's on the Nike app. So I guess we gotta wait another day, right? Is that what we're looking at, chat? We gotta wait another day. They'll end up pushing all the Halloween stuff till April 1st. Did they say exactly when this is all gonna, pop back up, or is this all just getting delayed? China fast forward the rare 11s. You can't even see your recent purchases either, PFNS says. Okay, so I guess we'll play it by ear this morning when it comes to the drops. I guess. Does anybody know how long this outage is supposed to be? Or I mean, if you're saying that this outage started yesterday around 10 a.m. Eastern time, I mean that's a long outage, bro. I mean, then that should have been down for a minute, dude. It's been down for a whole like day. So are we saying that this ain't gonna happen? The Jaws released on the Shoe Palace last night. Rami says, my finish line got their voodoos in. Woohoo, voodoos. Bread and butter says. There you go. Did you ask how many pairs your store ended up getting? Did your store end up saying like how many pairs they end up getting? That'd be kind of cool to know that if they let you know. They still trying to fix everything? Okay, so I guess it might be a little bit, huh? Might be a little bit until it's finally fixed. So who knows if we're gonna even getting a drop this morning, chat. All right, so we'll see. All these sites have been having issues, Rami says. Okay, well, I guess we'll play it by ear, chat. We'll play it by ear when it comes to anybody that wants the what's it called, the Jazz or any of the Halloween stuff. So we'll see. I need 2 pairs. Loudpack says they'll drop it at all retailers except from Nike. Gotcha. Okay. Well, there we go. What day does the Voodoo's release? Base Raylan says the day it releases on a Wednesday, and it releases on the 29th. So, which is next week Wednesday. I know there's been a lot of questions asking, if we're still gonna get JD Sports Finish Line EA, which I personally think we might, but I guess we'll wait and see. Government is acting like it's uncontrolled. It probably will be over once they announce that some spontaneous hacking. Yeah, because most apps got issues. Basically, anything that had to deal with transactions got affected yesterday. What's supposed to drop today? Today was supposed to be the entire Nike basketball Halloween collection dropping today. That's what was supposed to drop. Jeffrey, what up, man? Like I said, we have the stock numbers. So like I said, this morning, I guess we'll play it by ear for the next like hour and 15. But other than that, that's really why I guess why it's not dropping. Cause like, man, these stock numbers are stupid low too. Golly. Well, I mean, besides the I'm like looking at all right now. I'm looking at all these stock numbers real quick. The book ones, does that say 2,600? So to around 2,600 for the book ones. The 95s are roughly around 2,000 pairs. Why? Okay. Nike KDs roughly around 8,000 pairs. Do we know how many of the Jaws? Giannis Antetokounmpos are pretty limited. They're only 700 pairs. The GTs, Victor Wembanyama, 1,300 pairs. I think today's the start of the NBA season, isn't it? Today's the first day, isn't it? Amazon got hacked yesterday. How are you gonna cop without sneakers app? Yeah, man. Listen, chat. It don't even matter because ain't nothing dropping until next week. Really, like, you feel me? Good morning. What up, Drew? Good morning, Raph. I think I hit on those Air Max 1000s. Are they selecting or are they selecting? You think? How do you think you hit on the Air Max 1000s? How do you think? How do you think? And then you're asking if they're still selecting winners? I don't know. You'll just get like some sort of email that you hit. Let me check. Because I thought the raffle's still going on, isn't it? Or is it like, yeah, you have 4 hours to enter. So they have not picked any winners yet. You still got the opportunity to sign up. So they haven't picked any winners. I don't think we have the Jaws. Yeah, so it looks like they're not loaded yet for the Jaws. And I think it's probably because of this entire outage. That's why. Because the Jaws are not loaded. That's why. That's why you don't see the stock number. We don't see the stock numbers in the Jaws because they're not loaded anymore. Because of this entire outage. So, forgot the NFL. NBA is back on TV. Kenny says Amazon had an internet error on them servers. Not hacked at all. You goofies. Because you still buy on Nike. Sneakers is just secondary. Sneakers is just for the advertising. We don't find out till Sunday, I think. For what? Oh yeah, for the results. I think we find out the results like till like tomorrow or today. No patient's phone calls yesterday. I think it's working now, Scott G says. That's probably why the wifey told me that the phone lines were down. Probably why. Because like she was telling me that they were having a lot of issues yesterday at work. So that's probably the reason why nothing hasn't been working. Now that makes sense. And like I said, I just found this out like last night that things were like just down in general. So it's all good. I mean, like I said, we'll play it by ear and see what happens. Ain't nothing to freak out about. Fire Fleet, what up, man? Unless you like really want the the Halloween stuff, then sure. Good morning, Raph and Collection fan. What up, bro? Good morning. Well, I just hope everything fixed later, P-Finesse says. Taco Tuesday. Facts. I went on Zellerfeld and the order says payment due in 3 days. I don't know. I'm listen, I am as new as you are when it comes to Zellerfeld website because this is literally the second time that we're going through Zellerfeld's drops. So this is like I said, you're not alone on this. Like this is like my second time as well, so don't feel like you're alone on this. I promise you. But yeah. Rafi, number one again, Assad says. Oh, what up, Assad? I need some collection socks, Loud Pack says. Yeah, I think I don't know. I've sent all my mock-ups to the homie Seth Fowler, and we'll see. I think he's coming back from SneakerCon Bay Area. I think he was out there, I believe. But he's been pretty busy, so hopefully we could get the socks going here soon. That's why baseball is such a whack ass sport. Hell of a season. Oh well, two says. Yeah, it's the Mariners. The Mariners lost, dude. That sucks, dude. That sucks. I was like, what happened? Because like I had WWE on, and then I had WWE on. I had the baseball game on, and I had football on yesterday. And like all of a sudden, I think the Blue Jays hit a grand slam and then got the 1-point lead. Mariners suck, Rami says. Rami, stop it, bro. Look at Ram. Now Rami's rubbing it in y'all faces because y'all wanted to make fun of Raiders, dude. Y'all want to make fun of his Raiders? Well, he's going to rub it in on the Mariners. Raph, you hearing anything on the Grateful Dead Air Max 90s? We getting sneakers drop? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. But it looks like there was a good amount of like, raffles out there for those Air Max 90s. I mean, there was only a few, not a whole lot. So Drake and Kendrick in the World Series, who says George Springer saved them yesterday. P Finesse says, yo Raph, the thing is, like, Kirby is that Kirby pitcher is some ass, bro. I don't know. Maybe listen, I'm a casual when it comes to baseball, but dude, that dude is some garbage hole. Regardless, the mall is open. Same on the internet, a store somewhere. Let's not forget, folks. Mariners will be back next year. Yankees still dog shit, Bread and Butter says. They dropped the Voodoos. No, they didn't. It's like a glitch, bro. It's like an internet outage right now when it comes down to this the Voodoo stuff. So yeah, it's not live. It's just like the sneakers app is just broken. What up, Rav? Zellerfeld Raffle closes today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, sir. And I think results are going to go out today or like later this afternoon. I think results will go out. So garbage hole, Jeffrey says. But yeah, good morning, Rap. What's up? What's goody? What up, Too Legit? What's good, man? Good morning to you. Off one pitch, dude hit 3 runs shot, Too says. Yankees will have their full pitching rotation. Mariners will be lucky to get back there, Rami says. I mean, you got to give them some credit, bro. You gotta give them some credit, bro. Okay, you say like the Yankees have their full pitching rotations, Mariners will be lucky to get back there. Dude, Yankees didn't even put up a fight, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like they got like stomped on, dude, during their series. But you gotta give the Mariners some credit, bro. You know, Francisco's probably like, man, why do I have this guy? Why do I have this guy as my team? And me and him have the same favorite team when it comes to baseball, huh? It's like me and Rob. It's like Rob is delusional when it comes down to like the Niners, but you know, sometimes you got to deal with it. Did sneakers change the date of the Jaws? No, Jalen. So basically we kind of were just talking about this morning, how like Nike and the internet basically is having some sort of outage. Yeah, they're having some sort of outage. So that's the reason why you see a lot of these shoes, already loaded up to buy, but it's like, it's broken, bro. It's broken. So I don't know what's going on. That's why we're going to play it by ear when it comes to the Jaws. Halloween shoes are dropping tomorrow, right? I don't know. So, anything to make it to the World Series? Maybe another 200 years, Rami says. yo, too. Yeah, man, listen, Rami's gonna give you crap, bro, just because you've been giving him crap about his team, bro. Get ready, dude. You ain't gonna have him shut up. Rami, the Yankees are whack with all that money. Raiders will never be good, and the New York Knicks are cheeks. Your whole sport team is down bad. Oh man, Buenos Dias. What up, Jinx? One of your teams will make it to the World Series, maybe another 200 years. Oh wow. Hitman, what up, man? Love the yap, and hey man, it'll be like that sometimes. That's just sports, man. That's just sports, bro. You know, I mean he ain't wrong. I mean his teams are some trash, bro. Like The New York Knicks, dude, like, I don't know how well, I mean, they're supposed to be good this year, right? I mean, they should be good. No Boston Celtics, so someone in the East is going to come out being a winner. Imagine being so bad that you score or wait. Imagine being so bad that you score or wait. You were a vet and have never played sports. I'm not listening to a fatty when it comes to sports. That's so crazy, bro. That's so crazy. Mash and Drum, what up, man? What up, Raph? What up, Mash and Drum? What up, man? How are you, bro? Toronto up, fam? We up, Crody, Orlando says. The New York Knicks are overrated. EA symbol showing now on JD Sports app. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I think there's going to be EA today. I think there's going to be EA in 15 minutes. Yeah. I think there's going to be an EA in 13 minutes. Now that there's a symbol on the threes, looks like there's going to be EA on the Air Jordan 3s this morning, if anybody cares. I'm not expecting that shoe to sell out either, by the way. Let's see. Flipper Drip, what up, man? Good morning. What up, man? How are you? You got to resort to a weight joke when you got nothing else. Your teams are still trash, and I played more varsity games than you have, Rami says. Oh, man, you know when Rami's upset, bro. Rami's pressed this morning, bro. Two got Rami pressed this morning. You see, look, Rami's flexing his varsity experience that was like 30 years ago. Remember I talked about how we talked about this, like people flexing like playing sports in high school. Dude, that was like 30 years ago. Mr. Sheridan, 21 for the 21 3-up. Yeet. Tristan varsity, bro. He's flexing playing varsity in high school like 30 years ago, bro. I told y'all this was like the perfect example that I was talking about. Like how like motherfuckers want to. I'm not like nothing against Rami, but I'm just saying in general how like he said I never played. Yeah, I know. I understand because I get your point, but I just thought it was funny because like, you know, he had to mention that he played varsity in like high school, which was like 30 years ago. And then that was the host telling how you guys like make fun of me saying that like, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I'm sorry. Too early. Delmix, what up, man? Sneakers playing with my emotions. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like the voodoos are not loaded on the sneakers app on your phone, but on the it says like it's you could buy them. Man, if Roach would have put me in, Bread and Butter says if Coach would have put him in, excuse me. People living in the AL, buddy, a dream of high school sports. Dougie says, what's the last time y'all ran a full speed? Orlando says, that's all I'm saying, bruh. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows if Tooth never played sports, bro? Who knows, dude? We'll never know. At least Rami got receipts, right? At least Rami got receipts that he played in high school. Let's do it. Run a flag football league. I'll take Rami's ankles. That's all it says. Listen, all right? All I'm saying is, dude, like if you haven't done any like real cardio in the last year or so, I don't want to talk. I don't want to have a conversation with anybody in here talking about they can outrun somebody. Okay, I don't want to hear it, bro. Okay, because I promise you, if you haven't ran like an actual full speed like Orlando says in the last year, I don't want to hear it, bro. Y'all, some of y'all might be gassed within like 20 yards. I played quarterback in middle school, Scott G says. I'm still out here making tackles, still on the field when someone jumps on, Rami says. I mean, I'm pretty sure, no offense, Rami, I'm pretty sure you could probably hit people pretty hard in the field. I'm pretty sure a lot of people could do that in here, where like they go full speed and they rarely do it you know, and that's like maybe not very far away, but I'm just saying, like, I'm sure anybody could go full speed in here and tackle somebody. But I'm sure you're just like gotta catch your breath a little bit at the end. Ariel, what up, man? What shoes are we on live for today? Moral says. We're supposed to be live for the basketball shoes, Halloween stuff. But like I said, if anybody just now tapping in right now, there's a whole outage right now on the sneakers app, Nike app, basically anything that you have to purchase anything, it's all just down. So what shoes are we live for? But yeah, to answer your question, but we do have stock numbers though. I have sensitive knees. Oh, I'm sure some of y'all can't really run full speed because you got knee problems, bro. I get it. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. Bro, we have to play in and still cook eye and all. P Finesse says, yo, Rav, did I win the fit picks yet? Assad says. I haven't posted it. I haven't pinged it yet. I thought I would, you know what? I thought I'd wait since it's going to be the weekend for Halloween. And I think I'm going to wait till then. So, can you show the JD early access? What do you mean? Can you show? It's going to be for the threes. It's for the Air Jordan 3s. I think it's going to go live in about 6-7 minutes, I believe. So, Nike getting a shock drop ready. I don't even think they're going to shock drop anything anytime soon, bro. I honestly think Nike is going to probably... I think the only thing that I said yesterday is that you should be aware of that Nike and Jordan Brand might do, and you might see something, is during Complex Con. That's going to be this weekend. So if you're not doing anything this weekend, just pay attention to the sneakers app. This weekend, maybe, who knows, that there might be some early stuff, that maybe a stash. Last year when I was at Complex Con, I was pretty active and letting you guys know what was kind of going down, especially for the stash that they did last year, where it was like a cam thing, and like you had to like scan the not the barcode, but the card. The card, so you guys could go ahead and buy the shoes. So we might see something this weekend. Just pay attention to the streams, or not to the streams, but just pay attention to my social media outlets, because if I hear anything at ComplexCon, I'll definitely let you guys know on Discord for sure, and on Twitter. Let's see what happened. Anyways, but Seahawks look good. Here I am hoping you would win that bet, Tooth. Now I hope you lose and don't pay up as usually, Rami says. Oh yeah, that shit sucks, bro. Yeah, that bet is damn, that sucks. Cause like Jaden Daniels is gonna be gone for a while. So yeah. Been a long time to shock drop. Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, Jordan Brand and Nike has been moving a little bit different this year. I mean, shock drops in general has just not been consistent. That's it. It hasn't really been consistent at all. So, sneakers app pulled out the Voodoos. I can't see them in the sneakers app since yesterday, Low Wrong says. Why don't they drop the shoes earlier so people can actually wear them on Halloween? You know what, PJ? I've been preaching about that for a while, bro. I've been preaching about that. Because it makes like zero. That's like the biggest thing that I just dislike when Nike does all the time. Like, they drop Halloween sneakers at the most inconvenient times. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, for instance, like, obviously it makes sense for them to drop Nike basketball, right? Like, the Halloween Nike basketball, like, they're making this make sense. But like Voodoos and all the other stuff that they had done in the past, like, it makes zero sense. Like, 0 cents. They'd get more sales and more like hype around a sneaker if they dropped it like 2 weeks before the actual drop. Like, you feel me? They're like, oh yeah, let's drop them 2 days before Halloween. Like, stupid. Nike's on Jose time. I don't know. They do this every single year. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. Yo, Raph, what the hell is going on with the sneakers app? It's down right now, bro. It's down. Trey for the 2. Hit that like button, folks. Facts, bro. Hit that like button, chat.
Trey Beno donated $2. Hit the like button, folks.
Shout out my boy Trey, man. I appreciate that. I know Christmas shoes for Valentine's Day. Facts, Hector. Like, it makes zero sense. It's not just Halloween. They just do it for Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Like, it makes zero freaking sense. Like, I mean, the Frankensteins, I guess, were supposedly dropping like here and there, but like they haven't really been pushing out that shoe like crazy. So I love getting Christmas sneakers on the 4th of July. Now Valentine's Day. He's like, oh yeah, you could buy this for next year. I just grabbed the Dunk Wizard of Oz off Hibbits earlier, Mr. Jones says. There you go, my friend. Voodoo's isn't a Halloween sneaker. It's all about the New Orleans voodoo scene because Zion playing. I mean, listen, KJK5, it is Halloween shoe, bro. Like, literally. Like, if you don't tell me, like, you can't tell me that, like, the Voodoos ain't, like, a Halloween-themed sneaker, bro. Like, bro, come on, man. Let's make it make sense a little bit, all right? Like, they're dropping it at the end of October for a reason. Come on, bro. This screams Halloween. You can't tell me it doesn't have a Halloween theme to it, bro. You can't tell me that. I'm sure like almost 100% of people would think this looks like a Halloween shoe, and they're dropping it at the end of October. Literally, this is definitely a Halloween themed shoe. It screams Halloween. Just reach back and grab candy corns SBs. Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather go barefooted. I'm wearing my candy corns SBs for Halloween. There you go. Like, no offense, like, you guys already know I'm very biased when it comes to like my opinions about like candy corn SBs. I'm not a big fan of this shoe, bro. I mean, I hope I get an opportunity to get my hands on some Zions before Halloween, but we'll see. Queues up. All right, queues up on JD Sports. Woohoo! It looks like it's gonna be EA, man. It's gonna be exclusive access on JD Sports. I appreciate whoever pointed that out, by the way. If anybody's interested in the Air Jordan 3s, hopefully you guys, I think it should be an easy scoop. If you want the Air Jordan 3s, if you take an L, you didn't try hard enough, bro. Literally. Sneakers app is down right now. There's a whole glitch right now. There's a whole outage right now, so I don't know what's going on. I don't get the hate on the shoe. I can't understand the hate on the candy. I hate the candy, but Nike definitely did a perfect Halloween themed shoe there. I'm just not a big fan of it. That's just me. I'm just not a big fan of the candy corn SB. That's it, bro. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nice shoes out there, but I just don't like that shoe. I just don't like that sneaker. So, wearing those shadow backboards, Moral says. I don't know what I'm wearing for Halloween, bro. I don't know. I don't think I'm really dressing up. I'm just gonna wear my my Friday the 13th shirt, and then maybe just get like a mask for Friday the 13th and just wear that during Halloween. So, how much money do I gotta spend on JD for EA? Never bought anything from there. Mr. Kiltastic, it just depends. I'm sure in this situation on exclusive access, I don't know how much it is gonna cost for points, but for instance, if you're new, and like I said, some people can think this is repetitive, but it's okay if you're new to it. But if it's your first time on JD Sports and you're just spending money, so every dollar you spend, you get 10 points. So say if you got exclusive access, we'll be like, yo, Raph, well, I didn't get no EA, right? Which I did. I got EA, so it's 1,000 points. And if you don't have 1,000 points, you have to spend money, right? Obviously, that's common sense. But like I said, you have to spend money in order to claim your exclusive access. For instance, right? If I don't have EA, if I have EA and I have no points, I just, like I said, you have to earn it by spending money. So that's why I was telling people like earlier, like during the summer, like to get your accounts ready for the holiday season, so you don't have to worry about it. Shout outs to Trey for the 2.
Trey Beno donated $2. Rafi just be a sneaker hobbit for Halloween.
I could. I honestly could, bro. I honestly could, Trey. I honestly could. But like, I don't know. I'm not necessarily picky when it comes down to like when it comes to Halloween costumes. Like my kids love Halloween. They really do. They're gonna be the K-pop demon hunters. So it's close to midnight. Wait, what? Tyler, what up, man? Good morning. What up, man? Yeah. Just to answer your question about that, I know some people are kind of new to the whole JD Sports and stuff like that every single time, which is fine. It makes sense, you know. Like, I don't really get mad at anybody if they don't really know how EA works. I mean, that's the whole point of us being like sneakerheads, which is helping each other out when it comes down to this stuff, you know, because like my dad still has a lot of questions when it comes down to JD Sports EA. Like, he has no clue how it works, you know. So I get that some people are completely new to it, and that's totally fine, you know. But like, for instance, like if you become A-listing, if you hear like the whole A-listing thing, like you have to spend enough money to get A-listed. It's 5,000 points. Does it give you a higher chance of getting EA? I mean, it probably does. But even if you are not A-listed, your chances on getting exclusive access is still pretty high. But like when it comes to EA, the only shoes that you would probably worry about is only probably like the hype stuff. Like I feel like majority of like GRs this year in general has been extremely easy to hit. I mean, you don't even need to have like enough points on your account to hit on a GR, honestly. Like you could probably hit a GR in any other raffles that you sign up for, you know. In this day and age of in the sneaker space, like I just feel like it's like, I would say, like, what would you guys say, like 90% or maybe more than that of the GRs that dropped in 2025 should be easy to hit without, you know, getting exclusive access and relying on JD Sports and Finish Line, you know. Like, even if you're more active on, like, I know some people in here are more active on like flex apps and other apps like Hibbit Sports and all that fun stuff. So I would 100% say that, like, you know, people hit more raffles on different websites and apps than just JD Sports and Finish Line. That's why I tell people, like, don't really rely on JD Sports. You know, you don't really have to fully invest in your money into the apps. You could if you want to, but you don't really have to. So yeah, like people get A-listed and they don't even get EA. You're 100% right, Mr. Jones. So I don't want the 3s and got EA. I mean, dude, for the 3s, I promise you this. You could probably walk in your sneaker store, and nothing against anybody that really wants the shoe. Like, I'm just saying, like, truthfully, like, if you walk in any of your stores this weekend, you could probably will get this easily for retail. Rafi, I didn't get EA, and I am A-listed now. I don't want this shoe, but being A-listed, should I get EA? PJ says. I mean, that's fair, PJ. And like I told people, like, just because you're A-listed doesn't necessarily guarantees you every single time. You know, that's the frustrating part, right? Because a lot of people invest in a lot of their money into the apps and they don't get EA. You know, I got EA. I'm not even as active. Like, you could be probably as, like, for instance, like PJ could probably be spending a lot more money than I am on Finish Line and JD Sports, and I get more EA than him. Like, make that make sense. So like, I feel like people sometimes race to get like A-listed, but it's not even like, you don't really need it. You feel me? It's just like the only benefit that you get for A-listing, and this is honestly the truth of it, is that you get more points every time you spend, right? That's the huge difference. Like, every dollar you spend as A-list, you get 15 points, versus if you're not A-list, you get 10. But even that's only a 5-point difference, which it is a pretty big difference, but still, you're still getting a lot of points, you know? Like, just because you got 50,000 points doesn't necessarily you're the best. Like, I know people that got 50,000 points, 25,000 points, and I get more, you know, I get more EA than them. So it doesn't necessarily mean if you get more, it doesn't give you a higher chance. So everything is all just like, you know, across the board. Fair. Dean, what up, man? Or Random, excuse me. Damn, no EA for me. That's crazy. I'm kind of concerned and buy stuff in store. I might need to go buy something in the next couple of days, Uncle K says. And honestly, I honestly think that what JD Sports and Finish Line like with the analytics and stuff like that, I think they like look at the most active active apps or active accounts. Like if they're like maybe spending, you know, money here and there, I feel like those are the accounts that they cater to the most. Anyone not EA and need an assist on these threes, they definitely will sit. 100% these will sit. Like no, like I said, no offense to anybody that wants them, but these threes will 100% sit. And I feel like most people are probably gonna either wait until they probably go under retail so people could scoop these up for under retail. So it's not a bad shoe, just don't really need them. What up, Troy? What up, man? Good morning. What up, Larry? If you claim a shoe, then you have to go pick it up, Trace. That one does not make sense to me, where someone was to claim a sneaker, right? Well, someone goes to claim a sneaker on the EA and they don't go pick it up. You just wasted points. Like there's no reason why you should do that. Because the thing is, even if you claim a sneaker and you don't go pick it up, right? Like you just lost your points. You ain't getting that back. You can't get a refund off of that either. Don't go crazy trying to get EA for the Voodoos. I don't think it will happen. I mean, I just think these Voodoos are going to be extremely hard to hit. I feel like too many people are really doubting the Voodoos just because they see it all loaded up on like different websites, different apps. So people just think it's going to be a massive GR, which I personally don't think it will be. I still think like the Voodoos are going to be kind of limited just because it's not going to equalize the demand that's out there for the Voodoos. Like I truly don't think you guys should. I'm not saying that you guys are sleeping on the Voodoos, but if anybody really wants them, like I would definitely put in just the extra footwork, meaning like enter all the raffles that are available to you, just because I feel like on release day, it might surprise a whole lot of people, right? And I feel like that is the issue, not the issue, but it's kind of like, don't be complacent, I guess that's the word. Because I just feel like at the end of the day, like there's going to be a lot of people going for the Voodoos, you know, just because it's like a slow week doesn't necessarily mean that people are not going to go for the shoe. And like I tell you guys this all the time, like, you know, we're probably going to get a ton of people in here on the Voodoo drop on the Nike sneakers. I promise you, it'll probably be like 1,000 people in here. And everyone's gonna be like, yo, where did all of a sudden everyone come from? It's because like I told y'all, like when a shoe that everybody's going to want, they're not paying attention until the shoe actually drops. You know, I say this all the time to you guys. It's like, you know, because people be like, oh, all of a sudden everyone wants the Voodoos. It's like, you know, people just only pop in when the shoe actually drops. You know, all the other times people don't really necessarily watch every single day. But I promise you, next week, Wednesday, you're going to be like, yo, where did all these people come from? Well, it's because only people paying attention until the shoe actually drops. So I definitely think you should just put in the extra footwork. Do not pay attention to my screen, because if anybody just now tapping in, the Nike sneakers app is down right now. And that's the reason why it's letting me like purchase the shoe, but it doesn't let you check out. The app in general is down right now. Currently, there's an entire glitch on the sneakers app, and this is happening in a lot of websites as we speak. So I don't know what's going on with the Nike basketball Halloween stuff this morning. We're just gonna play it by ear, and see how this actually goes. So I don't know if Nike even has any control when it comes down to this outage that they have right now. So, and this is the reason why I gotta tell you guys just the small little, you know, things that you should do before the actual release date. Just because, you know, some people may be doing things last minute, trying to ask last minute questions, you know, where's all the raffles and all that fun stuff. So you guys are just prepared. So if I sound kind of repetitive about a lot of these drops, don't feel like I'm just like, you know, just saying it just to say it. I'm saying it because I want you guys to be prepared.
They gonna show up and pull the hype out their SSA.
Trey for the 2. They gonna show up on and pull the hype out their SSA. Trey says for the $2 donation. I appreciate that, Trey. Passing on everything this week. When is EA for the Zions? I don't know. I'm going to 100% keep my eye on the Zions, I guess, when it comes to EA. If they do have an exclusive access, I think it's going to be either Monday or Tuesday of next week. Since the shoe drops on Wednesday, I honestly think it's either going to be Monday or Tuesday. We might not even see an in-store EA. We'll see what happens. But, I mean, we'll play it by ear and just pay attention to the release calendar, because the release calendar will probably change with that EA symbol, because the EA symbol for the threes were never there. Like, it wasn't there until I seen it this morning, until someone pointed it out and it finally popped up. So it might be one of those situations where, like, it's a game time decision for JD Sports and Finish Line to decide, the day of or the day before, if they want to do an exclusive access for the Zion Air Jordan 1 lows. So, I mean, just pay attention every single day. Look at your apps. Look at the desktop, just in case if anything happens or anything changes. I'm definitely going for the pair. If I don't hit, I'll move to the next. Not a must, but not a must have for me, Low says. All Halloween drops are pushed back until tomorrow, Eddie says. Okay. And Eddie, where are you getting this confirmation at? Are you getting it on Twitter? Who's saying that they're getting pushed until tomorrow? Chicago's Black Hat 4s and Gambas are a must have for me, Lo says. There we go. Are they going to do EA for the Kobe Moonwalkers? No, I don't think they will. The Moonwalkers and Jordans in general, like Kobe's, are just in a different category when it comes to like exclusive access. I mean, we're talking about EA on Finish Line and JD Sports. Finish Line JD Sports does not get Kobe's. So other retailers, I'm gonna drop, just no sneakers. Ready for the Civil drop coming up. So nice, man. Definitely grabbing some. I will be passing on Civil. I think I don't know. I might fold. I don't know. We'll see. I will go for Jaws on another site today. There we go. What up, sneakerheads? What up, IMO Cakes? Fuse says Soul Retriever. Okay, I appreciate you confirming that. Thank you, Fuse. I will get the Jaw 3s by any means necessary. It seems like a good amount of people want the Jaws. I feel like a good amount of people want these Jaw 3s, dude. The Jaw 3s are nice. I mean, it kind of gives you like the Grinch, vibe in a way. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives you the Grinch vibes. And they're a cool shoe. It's a cool shoe. $140, which is very affordable for a basketball shoe. And that's what I love about Nike basketball. Because there's a lot of different, different Nike basketball sneakers that you could choose from at an affordable price. Ready to go to the mall just in case. Raffy, those Grateful Dead Air Max 90s. Fire, Raff, Eric says. Yeah, a good amount of people like them. Need the Voodoos. What up, Keith? Good morning. Jaws are a must cop, Savage says. Yeah, I mean, a good amount of people out of all of the Nike basketball shoes that are going to be dropping, it seems like this is the most popular one that everybody wants. Are these glow in the dark? Are these an all glow in the dark shoe? Yeah, these are loud, bro. And it's crazy because you know what I've been seeing, chat, is that like there's a good amount of people that are rocking Jaw 3s casually. Like, people don't realize how popular John Morant sneakers are this year. I don't think it's because people don't pay attention to like some of the sales and some of the demand for the Jaws. But I think the Jaws are probably the most popular basketball shoes this year. Like, other than like Kobe's, like I think the Jaws take over in the big 2025. Jaws, in my personal opinion, this is a biased answer, but like I think the Asia ones are up there as well. But I think the Jaws are probably going to take it. And some people that are, obviously are not a huge like into like paying attention to Nike basketball, like told you guys, like I see a lot of Jaws on the court, like other than Kobe's, like it's Jaws or the what was the other one, not the books. There's another sneaker, because every time like I'm like playing basketball in my league, I pay attention to what everyone's wearing on the court, because there's some shoes that like I've never seen in hand or never seen in person, and I'll be like, hey, how do you like the traction on the shoes? The traction's good, because I've asked plenty of people about the Jaws and they freaking love the Jaws on the court, bro. They love them. So check Sneaker W's on Discord. What up, Kate? Good morning. No more Curry. I think that's more of the kids. Nike has the Nike by You by the Jaw 3s. Yeah, which is cool because they get to let you customize the Jaws on the Nike by You. So you could create your own colorway instead of getting any of these colorways that drop on the Nike sneakers app. You said where? You said sneaker W's. Okay. You're still waiting. You bought them off GOAT? Okay, how much did you pay? You bought the Zions in Go, huh? You just folded? Jaws are going to take over for the AE1s. Well, the thing is, AE2s are just not it, bro. Like, AE1s are still a very popular sneaker when it comes to basketball sneakers, but the AE2s are just not as popping as the AE1s. It's always like that sometimes. That's how I felt about Kyrie's, but like, I feel like the first two Kyrie's were always good. Like, Kyrie 2s are one of my favorites when he was still with Nike. So they removed the Voodoos from Sneakers app. James, no, it's just a glitch, bro. It's still going to be on there. It's just a glitch. It's just a glitch, bro. Only a glitch. All right? Only a glitch. Damn, they did remove Voodoos from Sneakers app. It's still there, chat. If anybody's just now tapping in, it is still on the Nike Sneakers app. It is just a glitch. There is an entire outage happening on the internet. Okay? So don't feel like, they removed it and it's getting pushed back. It's not. It's just a glitch on the Nike Sneakers app. Hopefully they can fix it soon. All right. Morning Raph, a little late to the stream. What I missed? What up, Danny? Much appreciated, Tina and said, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Just wanted to clarify because I know not everybody was tapping in this morning. I mean, if you got it like that, I guess these are gonna be accessible and prices will drop after release. Savage says, what shoe are you talking about? You talking about the Voodoos, right? Listen. Do not underestimate the Zions, though. I still think I am still going to preach about that. Is that, like, I wouldn't pay resale for the Zions this quick. I would not, honestly, chat, do not underestimate the Zions, man. But I don't think they're going to be a $400 shoe. I don't think they will on release date. I think you should be able to wait. And I think, truthfully, you guys want to hear my truthful answer when it comes to Voodoos? I think Voodoos are going to hit under $300. So if you're trying to pay resell now because you're scared that it might be hard to hit, which it probably will be, I don't think it's going to be a $400 shoe, though. Looks like you need to put out a video about the outage today, Raph. Rob the Beard says. Yeah, I might have to. It's been a while since I posted a video, though, because there hasn't really been anything dropping. So Sabrina, like, the Nike shoes are what you need on core with the Jaws. The panic has turned them into zombies, King Leo says. I mean, I get it, because some people in the chat are going to want these shoes. So I totally get, like, why people feel like they're confused to why they're not on there on the Sneakers app. But, so it's okay. People are still catching up and stuff and seeing what's kind of going on in the whole sneaker scene and stuff. And, it's all good. Zion's going to be an easy grab, to be honest. They're going to be max 280 resale. I don't think they're going to be an easy scoop, bro. I truthfully don't think the Zions are going to be an easy scoop. I don't think they will be. Zions will be an easy in-store pickup. My finish line got 2 full-size runs and a few extra sizes. They are already below $300. Kimile says, can you cop Voodoos for $200 right now? My size? Should I save myself the trouble? I mean, dude, at the end of the day, bro, you are your own person, man. You decide if you want to pay resale, bro. All I'm saying is that, like, if you're asking me that question and I'm giving you an answer in the last, like, 30... I mean, I feel like I talked about this yesterday, too. Like, I feel like I'm giving you guys a pretty solid answer to the ones that ask. Like, but if you're asking again, if I'm giving you guys the answer how I feel about the shoe, then that's up to you. Because it sounds like some of you guys want to pay resale and want to save yourself the headache when it comes to wanting to buy this shoe. But I truthfully think that you should not pay resale right now. That's how I feel. I don't think they'll sit, but not possible. No, I don't think the Zions are going to sit, bro. I don't think they're going to sit. Like, if you think the Zions are going to sit, there's no shot the Zions are going to sit, man. There's no shot, man. Like I told you guys, like, I feel like there's a lot of demand with the Zion Jordan 1 lows. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of changing their answer about it just because they see a ton of raffles out there. I mean, listen, if it is a massive GR, I would be extremely happy about it. Extremely happy about it. And that is totally fine. You know, that's the whole point. Getting as many, pairs for them to drop, and it's easier for you guys to obtain. That's the whole goal, right? But at the end of the day, like, if you really want to save yourself a headache and you're just like, you know what, Raph, I never hit on the sneakers app, I don't want to put in the extra footwork, then go ahead. That's, it's your money at the end of the day, not mine. They won't sit at all, but they not gonna resell high either. P Finesse says 90% of the people who went in store to grab their Tokyo 5s left with a pair, and those were strictly boutiques. Savage says, if they were 200 in my size, I'd do it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, like, it's totally up to you how you want to spend your money. And you know what I mean? Like, I totally understand, man. I totally understand. Because for me, like, I'd rather wait and give myself an opportunity, because like everyone in here has a chance. It's not like you don't, right? Like, I feel like the reason why I say that, because the way the sneaker market is going and the way the sneaker market is right now, why should you rush yourself to pay resale? Like, why would you? You feel me? Like, why would you? Because, I mean, $200 is, I'm not saying that's not a good price. It's not a bad price. $200 is not bad, but why don't you give yourself an opportunity first? Is all I'm saying. In that situation, you can always ask yourself, what would Danny Moore do? Good morning, Raph and Collection Fan. What up, V? What up, man? What up? Good morning. What up, Rahus? Good morning. 90% of the people who grab their Tokyo 5s left the pair, and those were strictly boutiques, Savage says. Savage says 90% of people who went in store to grab their Tokyo 5s left with a pair, and those were strictly boutiques. Savage, listen, that's two different shoes, bro. That's two different shoes. Zions and Tokyos are like two different shoes. And the thing is, you're probably talking about, like, I feel like you're talking about maybe your stores locally, but like, I feel like other people's stores are a little bit different, right? So like, we kind of talk about this, about sneakers, because obviously, different areas in the U.S. are a little bit different, like more demand in this, this state or this city, versus something out here in Vegas. I don't know. I just feel like it just depends, on your city, I guess. Tokyo 5 is 90% not true at all. Tay says they're gonna stay around 275 to 350. King Leo says. Listen, we're just all having, like, I don't know, we're all having a conversation. If you miss out on any anxiety, it's okay to consolation prize for the following week on fire, King Leo says. Must be from a lucky small town, Trey says. It might, honestly, he's probably from Bread and Butter's town, dude. That boy Bread and Butter, if you watch his content, dude hits on everything. Some of y'all got some bad takes once these sneakers. The thing is, at the end of the day, man, all I'm saying is, my point here is that, like, just give yourself an opportunity first on release date, man. That's all I'm saying. Give yourself an opportunity. Because I promise you, what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, chat? You know what's going to happen on release day on the Voodoos? When people don't hit, you know what people are going to do? People are going to panic. People are 100% going to panic, man. And listen, I don't talk and look at the numbers when it comes to, like, StockX numbers, because, like, truthfully, I feel like some of y'all overthink it. Like, a lot of you guys in here that, like, really, really don't mind paying resale for sneakers, I feel like some of you guys overthink stuff. Like, you guys really do. Ton of you guys overthink pretty heavy. Just because, like, you know, you're hearing people saying, oh, well, Raf, only, you know, stores only got a few size runs. They don't have a whole lot. But, like, we don't even know for sure what the stock numbers are on the sneakers app. And then people start to, like, kind of, like, shiver a little bit because they see Sniper Kicks got, like, a whole box full of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, Raf, all the resellers took it all. You know what I mean? But, like, listen, I promise you, just give yourself an opportunity before you pay resale, man. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Literally every release this year, if you went outside and showed up for a drop in store, you were leaving with a pair. And I'm not talking about scrolling at 9 or 12 p.m. Yeah, is the Voodoo still dropping on Sneakers app? It is. It's still dropping next week, Wednesday. What up, Flo John? What up, man? I doubt by resale. I use the market to determine by chance on release day. I doubt by resale. I just use the market to determine any chance on release day, King Leo says. He gets his pairs overseas. Oh my gosh. Told me the feds come over there. Yeah, DeLeon says. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying, man. All right. If you wake up and go for a pair, it's very likely you will leave with a pair. That's all I'm saying, Savage says. I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens. Like, not everybody has that. But the thing is, Savage, not everybody has that. Like, if you can go for a pair of. I mean, okay. So, are you talking about in store, Savage, or are you talking about like online? Like, because what if, like, okay, so, because I promise you, like, if I have some of my reliable sources send me the stock numbers on the Voodoo Air Jordan 1 lows, I promise you we'll talk about it, okay? Well, I promise we'll talk about it. And I promise you guys, I will say the breakdown to what we see so far. And then, like I told you guys, when it comes to stock numbers, I like to wait until, like, maybe the day of, you know? Small feet gang, never had to worry about size, man. That's all I'm saying. One-on-one podcast, that's not true. See what I mean? Like, chat, this is the exact comments that I've been telling you guys. It doesn't necessarily matter, like, when it comes to size, when it comes to shoe size, at this point in sneakers. It doesn't necessarily matter, bro. Like, in the big 2025 and going into the big 2026, it's not going to matter, bro. It's really not. Like, size 8s have been way more limited than a lot of these bigger sizes. And 2, like I said, the only shoes that you complain about that you can't hit are the shoes that don't sit. The shoes that are limited, shoes that everybody wants. Like I said, there's so many shoes, and we've been talking about how, like, there's a lot of GRs sitting in 2025. A lot of restocks happening in the big 2025. You could literally walk in a lot of stores right now and get your size in a lot of these GRs right now. But like I said, the only shoes that you pay attention to are the shoes that you really, really want. Most likely, they're either limited or it's the shoe that has really high in demand. And I get it. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys, some of you guys are basing off, like, how much the resale is. I get it. Like, the bigger sizes have a lot of resale, but you have to understand, like, every time we talk about, like, you guys talk about, oh, yeah, well, you were a size 8. You guys, some of you guys were a size 9 where they're super easy to hit, but you don't pay attention to some of the stock numbers that have been popping up. Like, literally size 8 this entire year has been extremely hard to hit. Like, it has when it comes to limited stuff. Like, a lot of the stock numbers that we've seen, size 8 is always stupid low. Stupid low. Stupid low. But obviously, you know, some of the shoes that are easy to get are only the GRs. Like, What are how many times have I hit on a size 8 on like a limited shoe on the sneakers app? Like, I rarely hit. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I get it. Like, that it's true that, like, obviously there is a lot of demand with bigger sizes, but like this year in 2025, I just feel like there's a ton of shoes that you could have gotten. It's probably just shoes that you don't want. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Sneaker Addict for the 2. The Nike Air Max 95 City Pack Houston DS just came in.
Fuego
There you go,
ta
Sneaker
Sneaker
Addict.
Addict Fuego donated $2. Nike Air Max 95 City Pride Houston ads just came in.
I'm sorry, but the size 10 and 11 are the most common sizes on top of being general size, man. Okay, 101 podcast, but guess what? Who has the most stock on those drops? Who has the most stock, though? Between sizes 9 through 11 are usually that has the most stock. Okay, like I said, you're probably talking about just maybe limited stuff or maybe stuff that you really want that you can't hit. But majority of the sneakers that dropped in 2025 were, people could probably tell you in this chat, like a lot of these shoes this year alone, besides set aside any of the GRs, have been hard to hit, right? I mean, limited stuff. How many limited stuff that were hard to hit this year, chat? Okay, name me all the limited stuff that were hard to hit this year. 85 breads, they didn't drop on sneakers app, right? Foam posits, of course, those were going to be extremely hard. If we go back, I could go back on the stock numbers on the foam posits if you want to, and I promise you, like, there was not a lot of size 8s on there. Okay, Nigel's, okay, Nigel's was roughly around what, 40,000, I think, something around those numbers, maybe a little bit lower than that. What else? Awakes, Jordan 5s, which did they even drop? I think they only dropped the blue colorway on Sneakers app, and we know how limited that shoe was. Undefeated Air Jordan 4s. I mean, I don't even want to consider that as a limited shoe. Brick by Bricks were freaking limited as hell, but there was only a few. There was only a few shoes that were limited. But now think about the entire sneaker drops in the big 2025. Okay. Now talk about the entire drops, okay? Talk about the entire drops of 2025. I mean, if you want to talk about limited, especially some, I guess, quote unquote limited, I feel like, no offense, undefeated Jordan 4s, I feel like a ton of people hit. I'm not saying everybody didn't hit, but I feel like a lot of people hit on undefeated Air Jordan 4s. A lot of people hit on SB Jordan 4s, navy colorway. A lot of people hit on the Air Jordan 1 High Unions this year. And I feel like a good amount of people hit on, or I said undefeated already. I feel like a good amount of people hit on that. And those are like just putting like some of the quote unquote limited shoes that people want to look at, but there was just so much high in demand. But then like if you look at everything else, Flu Games, White Cement Jordan 4s, Black Metallic 5s. I don't even want to talk about that shoe no more. You know, the Jordan 4s, the Cave Stones. I mean, some of these GRs that have been dropping, Fire Red 5s. And like I said, this sounds all repetitive, you know, because I've been talking about this in the last month or so. But all I'm saying is that, like, listen, okay, you wonder why a lot of resellers are struggling right now when it comes to selling shit. Because ain't nothing reselling, bro. Okay, ain't nothing reselling. We talk about how everything is sitting. The market is down. GRs are sitting, Raf. Like, you know, these are bricks. This is another brick. Here comes another brick. And then now we have some people complaining that they can't hit on their size. Like, make this make sense. Like, make this make sense. This is the reason why I told you guys, like, 2025 has been one of the best years, especially when it comes down to some of these limited stuff. Like you could get some good shoes that are somewhat hype, I guess. Like Soul 2.0s. Really, really nice. Lil Yachty's, that's not fair because Lil Yachty's, people are now paying attention to Lil Yachty's because of how much that was going for. On the Lil Yachty's Air Force One, on the release date, ain't nobody wanted those shits. Okay? There was only a few people that wanted that shit. Ain't nobody cared about that shit. I mean, you have people talking about LeBron sneakers on the resale market. When do we ever talk about LeBron's? You know, like, all I'm saying is this year has been a good year. And I'm sick and tired of just people having this energy change because of like, oh, the resale. And that's why, like, I hate talking about, honestly, hate is a really strong word, but I genuinely hate when people start saying like, oh, metallic fives were a hard shoe to hit, Raph. No, you're just saying that shit because it has a lot of resale. Don't listen to any, all I'm saying is don't listen to any of these like people that think they know the market on YouTube and shit like that and then think, oh yeah, metallic fives were extremely hard to hit. No, they were not, bro. All right, okay. I am very passionate about this because I just feel like, you know, we go through this all the time, and then like when limited things start to pop off, people start to complain about sneakers. Like it happens all the time. It really does. I mean, back in August, like literally, this is what I just talked about. Month of August was a really good year, a good month, probably the busiest month of the year, and then the next month, like September and coming into October, you got people saying like, oh, sneakers are dead, right? The sneakers are dead now. Sneakers are dead. Nobody wants sneakers. Yeah, because ain't nothing hype happening, bro. And that's when you start to see a lot of people complain about sneakers because they can't hit on the shoe that they actually want. Told y'all, I say this, once we get into the Travis drops, the Travis Scott drop next month, let's get into some of the hype stuff that comes up next month, and I promise you we're gonna get more crash outs, which I totally get. You know, ain't nothing dropping, ain't nobody want the threes and all that fun stuff. But once I told y'all, once it comes towards like the end of the month of Voodoos and then getting into the November time, you're gonna get a lot of people complaining. Okay, all the other stuff that's been dropping this month ain't nobody cares about because it's like, oh, these are bricks, resell this, resell that, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, all right? That's all I'm saying. And nothing against your opinions. Like, I get it. 101 podcast, I totally get it, bro. But I just feel like in general, if you were a size like 11, 12, 13, 14, I feel like majority of the sneakers this year should have been a somewhat easy scoop. That's it. Right? Like, it's not me crashing out. I'm just trying to prove my point a little bit because this literally happens all, it's like it's a circle, bro. Like, it happens all the time. It's like, all right, well, these are bricks, these are trash, ain't nobody wants these. And then after, when it comes to a limited shoe that everybody wants, it's like, all right, here's the crash outs. I can't hit shit on sneakers app. I can't hit on my size, Raf. You just saying this because you wear a size 8. I wear a size 11. Bro, listen. It happens every single time. Like, it does every single time, bro. And like, and I've said this to you guys all the time, man. Like, just wait, stay patient. And I feel like the market is not as good as it was before. This is not COVID times where everybody has stimulus checks and they could spend thousands of dollars on sneakers. No, like, people are really picking and choosing a lot of their sneakers. Not everybody is buying every single shoe that's releasing in the big 2025. And there's going to be a lot of shoes and a lot of sizes for everybody that wants them. You know, it's just at a matter of time. It's like, all right, which one do you really want bad? All right. Like, which shoe do you really, really want? Why does it get me so mad? It doesn't get me mad. It doesn't really get me mad, but it's just I'm trying to prove my point is that, like, sneakers this year has been very content is all I'm saying. Like, it's been very content, bro. Very, very content. I think it's a great year. I think it's a really, really great year of sneakers. Like, imagine, like, all I'm saying is just like, I'm still little mind boggled and blown that like Nike and Jordan Brand came out with like a sneaker that used like basically was $30,000 to $40,000 in the sneaker reselling market, and they had everybody and the mamas have the opportunity to grab the undefeated Air Jordan 4 in their size. Like, imagine that. I mean, still, like, for me, even though like not everybody wanted them, like Tokyo 5s, them bringing back the Soul 2.0, like Souls in general, and then brought it out as a 2.0, like, who would have known that Jordan Brand would have done that, man? And now look, you could get an undefeated Air Jordan 4 for $300, like $350, under $400. You could get some undefeated Air Jordan 4s. Like, I could appreciate that versus like spending like a leg and an arm for some of these shoes if it was never to drop. Tokyo 5s were like wasn't it like a $1,000 shoe, like way before they even announced that they were even dropping. I think it was going for way more than that. But sorry if I'm missing some of your comments. I just we're just having a nice little conversation this morning about some sneakers sizes, I guess. Brother Crash Outs in Discord earlier in the year over Union 1's dropped, still one of the funniest moments in there, and the shoes tank too for hype beast, Richard says. So I'm saying, bro, like, just buy what you like at the end of the day, man. Like, just buy what you like at the end. What up, CD? What up, my guy? Let's see. When they're broke or anything are get limited in the future, they're gonna wish for today, Trey says. That's what I'm saying. Just wait until, what up, New York Dad? What's good, my boy? Just wait until like unions drop, bro. Just wait until the unions drop. I'm telling you, man. Like, just wait until the union drops. It is so, what's so funny? What's so funny, bro? Is that people are saying that the lineup for next year for these unions, like, you can't make this shit up, bro. Like, you truly can't make this shit up. Okay? That this lineup, okay? So I'm hearing, okay, I know this is all opinions, okay? I get it, it's all opinions. But I've heard a couple people on social media, I'm not saying everybody, okay, that they're saying that this Union fragment pack is better than what they dropped this year. Listen, I told y'all can't make this. Listen, I can't make this up. I get it. It's opinions. Maybe they like a black and white shoe. Maybe they like the Royals with some white on it on the top. And like, don't get me wrong. This third one right here is very, very nice. But I promise you, these ain't better what they dropped this year. These ain't better than the Chicagos. The Chicagos, in my personal opinion, is definitely better than these three shoes. I get it. It's fragment. Maybe they like the fragment brand. Maybe they said, yo, Raph, I got the lost and founds. I didn't need them. But like, come on, bro. Let's not do that. Okay? Let's not do this. I get it. 4,700 pairs. 15,000 pairs. Like, I get it, how limited the shoe is. But no shot. These three are better than the Chicagos. But like I said, there's all opinions. If you like these better than the Chicagos, that's your opinion. I truthfully wish they did drop that UNC colorway, which would have been cool. But I guess they're gonna keep it as like a sample or a friends and family joint. But yeah. So Raph, sneaker changes every year, and not everybody will be happy. But sneakers is not dead. It's not dead. I don't think it's dead. I don't think it's dead. I just think that Nike just has slower months than others. Like, we've talked about this, how like summer times are normally like the slowest times of the year, but this is definitely the slowest month of the year. I would say October was definitely the slowest month of the year for sure. Like, I feel like the summer was a little busy because they were kind of building up a whole lot of stuff coming into August. But like, I truthfully think that it's been a pretty solid year, but this month is just definitely very, very slow, I only buy what Raph buys, DH says. But no, I mean, listen, and I say this all the time, man. We all have a passion of one thing and one thing only. We all love sneakers, bro. I love shoes. You guys already know I have a huge passion of sneakers, especially when it comes to conversations like this. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite or anything like that, but because I've talked about like reselling a whole lot in my time of doing YouTube and stuff like that. But it just got to a point where like I just feel like, reselling doesn't have to really be everything about sneakers. It really doesn't. As a sneakerhead, we all kind of grow out of all certain things. For instance, a lot of people kind of switched up and started buying dad shoes, which is fine too, because at some point in your age, it's like, you know what, Raph, it's all about comfort. And maybe I won't understand because I'm still young. Then maybe I'll wake up one day, be like, you know what, you're right, chat. I might need some New Balances in my life one day, or like some Asics, something comfortable. I don't know. But like, I don't know. I just got to a point as a sneakerhead, bro. It's just like, man, like this reselling stuff just gets all repetitive, bro. Like, I don't know. I just like, I just like the shoes. Like, if I don't hit, hey man, just moving on to the next one. DH for the $2 donation, man. I appreciate that.
DHKIXX donated $1.99. SNKRS6 has in 15 but page says tomorrow.
Shout out to DH. Thanks so much for the $2 donation. Sneaker says Jaws in the 15. But Paige says tomorrow. Yeah, so apparently these are getting pushed. Once again, if you're just now tapping in this morning, talking about, I do appreciate everyone getting involved with this conversation. And I told y'all, at the end of the day, it's all love. Ain't nothing again. If you want to resell, listen, totally up to you, bro. All right? Totally up to you. I don't care if you resell. Make your money. If you want to buy something to resell or flip to get what you want, that is totally fine. All right? That is totally okay. All right? I'm not sitting here hating on resellers, no nothing. I am just trying to say that this year in 2025 has been a really, really good year for everybody when it comes down to sneakers, is all I'm saying. But if you're just now tapping in, I guess there was a huge outage on the internet in general, where a lot of things were, obviously glitched out, broken. So it looks like Nike basketball stuff is going to be dropping tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time because this entire outage. It was supposed to drop today, but unfortunately it's getting pushed until tomorrow. Okay, so everybody just, what I'm saying? Yeah. Get it how you get it. Exactly, man. Because like don't get me wrong, isn't it irritating? Like, I'm not saying that that I get pissed off at everybody because they talk about resell. I don't care if you're reselling, but isn't it just annoying, whenever someone just says buy your bricks or go buy the bricks, it's basically shitting on somebody that actually wants the shoe. But don't get me wrong, I will judge the shoe. If I don't like the shoe, I don't like the sneaker. But I'm not gonna rub it on people's faces, paws, where oh, go buy the bricks. Go buy the bricks. Go buy this. This is under read. You know what I'm saying? There's people in here that genuinely like certain shoes that drop. I get it. I'll still put out my opinion. The Jordan 3 is not a must, but I feel like it's going to be an easy scoop. I shit on this shoe yesterday. I don't know what the hell going on here. But at the end of the day, man, if you like them, go buy them, bro. Let's see. Not paying resale for nothing. Retail or nothing. Yeah, I already said this. Is that if I can't hit on the Zions, if I don't hit on the Zions, I'm just gonna move on. I don't think I'm gonna pay resale for them. I'm just gonna move on. That's literally my motive the rest of the year, chat. Okay. Here's some links, by the way, that is possibly gonna happen in the next 15 minutes. All right, so we got DSG. That's probably dropping. Nike, obviously, it's going to be delayed. Foot Locker, Hibbett Sports, Chic, and Shoe Palace is obviously live for the Jaws. So there's a few sites that are now dropping, are going to drop at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It looks like Shoe Palace is already live. Let me double check here real quick. Facts, retail, or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. And like I said, I don't want to sound hypocritical. It's just I don't know, just over time. When it comes down to sneakers, I don't get me wrong, chat. I used to pay resale all the time, especially when I used to live with my parents, dude. I was paying resale all the time, because I had some extra cash, I could spend and shit like that. But even when I was still with my parents, I got to a point I was like, man, this is getting way too much, man. It's getting way too much. I can't keep buying all these sneakers all the time, man. Because I'm not wearing them, even when I moved out, I was still buying so much stuff. And I got to a point, it's dude, I need to stop. I need to chill, dude. Because I'm not wearing them. I'm not wearing the shoes. Literally, when I moved from Washington to Vegas, I found out that, going through my closet, I had, 5 pairs of the same Yeezy slides. And I had, 3 or 4 of the same colorways and sizes on foam runners. And I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I had multiple double ups and triple ups, and I didn't even know. I'm just you just go, you go through all your stuff and just bro, I forgot that I even had these. That was me when I was moving out. I was like, bro, what is going on? The closet was like bad. Like bad. Really, really bad. Like things that was getting hung up on the hangers were getting folded in half because the sneaker boxes were, bro, I told y'all before I moved out here, man, I literally had like 100, I would say 130 plus sneakers before I moved out here. Oh, what up, Jake? Wedding's done, Rab. We back and ready to cop more. What up, Jake B? What up, my guy? How you feeling, my dude? Shout out my boy Jake B, bro. Shout out my boy Jake B. What up, what up, what up, what up? But yeah, I ended up getting rid of a lot of stuff. Like I got a lot, you know, I got rid of a lot of stuff. You're a former reseller, Raf? Yeah, I mean, I would say like, cause like I was working like here, I'll tell you this. This is my story of trying to get into reselling. Like I wasn't dedicating myself to getting into reselling. I just wanted to see how it would be. Like how it would feel to be a reseller, right? So like, for instance, like I have videos on my YouTube channel where like I was like, okay, you know, I had a lot of extra cash, you know, I had a 9-to-5 job, so I had a ton of money just stacked up, right? So I was just like, you know, let's go ahead and try to this whole reselling thing, that how people would, you know, what people do. Like I was asking a lot of my reseller friends, all right, where do you sell at? Like, you know, what do you sell? You know, I didn't know anything really much of like what I was doing. So I just tried. And then, you know, obviously my 9-to-5 was so, you know, I was so busy doing my 9-to-5 to a point like I just gave up, bro. I'm just like, I don't know how people do this. Especially people doing it on the side. I didn't have any much time. Plus I have kids. So it's like, I don't know how people do it, man. I don't know how people do it. So I just gave up on it. I was like, man, I don't know how people do this, you know? So I definitely gave up pretty quick because it was just a lot, you know? It's just like adding inventory and then like trying to sell it, which wasn't an issue. It was just time. That was it. It was just time. Are you going for the Jaws this morning? Probably not. I mean, the Jaws are not dropping until tomorrow on the Nike sneakers app. So if you want to wait until tomorrow, so yeah. Yeah, and sell them, you're a reseller. I would say this, that everybody's a reseller. And like I said to you guys, is that like it is okay to sell. If you want to sell your stuff, that is totally fine. You know, that's totally okay. That's why I don't really, bro, I have friends that are resellers, you know? Like, why would I sit here and hate on resellers, man? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, JMK is like one of my like closest friends, and like he's a reseller. Like, why would I make fun of resellers? It just makes zero sense, you know? Like, that's what I'm saying. If you like to resell, you know, if you like to do it on the side, that is totally okay, bro. That is totally okay. Filler app, my kids have more shoes than me now. I don't really buy sneakers for my kids anymore. Like, I used to when they were first born, but then like they don't like to wear them. So I just let them wear whatever they want to do. You know, what's the stock on the Jaws, Raf? Like I told you guys, the Jaws ain't releasing until tomorrow. They got pushed back until tomorrow. But there's a few sites that are going to be dropping today. What up, bud? We got the Jaws, we got the Halloween stuff, but like I said, majority of this stuff is dropping tomorrow. Majority of the stuff is dropping tomorrow. All right. Majority of this stuff is dropping tomorrow because obviously there's a glitch. If you see the glitch on the sneakers app right now, chat, it's because there's an outage. So that's why they're pushing it back until tomorrow. So, but I do want to mention as well, and I point out that anybody that does enjoy talking about reselling, like, I'm not going to shit on you. If you have a question about reselling, I'm still going to genuinely and try my best to answer the question for you. But I promise you, like, man, like, I feel like at this point, if you're asking about like prices for reselling, I just feel like you should know already if you know if something's going to resell by now, you know? Right? I mean, you would think so. Cause we get people sometimes asking in this chat, like, yo, Raph, what's reselling? Do you think this is going to resell? I'll be like, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Are there anybody websites today dropping of those Air Force Ones with the files on them? I don't know. Like I said, with this whole outage, I'm absolutely confused of like where everything is actually dropping this morning. Because like there's some sites that are dropping today on like certain websites, and there's some obviously Sneakers App specifically is pushing a lot of these drops until tomorrow. So what up to Jack? Yeah, that AWS outage is crazy. I work at Amazon and couldn't. Yeah, that's why it makes sense to why the wifey couldn't even get into any of the phone lines yesterday. because of this entire outage. So the outage is affecting a lot of businesses, which makes a whole lot of sense. You know, Zellerfeld's raffle is still live. I don't know exactly when they're going to be announcing winners. I'm assuming later this afternoon. Their raffle ends around like I think 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern time today. So, but yeah, yeah. If you're a reseller, you should know the basics. I just feel like you should not even know the basics, just the fundamentals of it, right? Like, I think people overlook at prices on Sneakers app because like obviously prices on like not Sneakers app, excuse me, like on StockX, like of course prices are going to be high. Like, you know, Zion's, right? People are like, yo, rap, will Zion's have this much? Because the shoe hasn't released yet, man. Like obviously the prices will definitely 100% change once everyone gets their pairs in hand. And you know, prices are going to be extremely high because the shoe hasn't dropped yet. I mean, that's the common basic, right, fundamentals, right, KJ? Right? Like if a shoe hasn't dropped yet and the price is already high, that kind of indicates to, well, you don't really know if it's going to stay like that or it's going to go, you know, lower. You know, obviously like a Jordan 1, a Jordan 3, or a certain Jordan, like a GR, if it's already touching under retail on StockX, that should already indicate that you shouldn't touch the shoe. Right? Like, it's kind of common sense. Yeah, fundamental basics, basically. Any news on why the Jaw 3 sold out in Nike app? Once again, if anybody's tapping in here, the shoe is not dropping until tomorrow. If it's saying sold out or if it's saying it's available to buy, it's because it's a glitch. Okay, if you do not see the Zion Air Jordan 1 Low Voodoos on your Nike Sneakers app, it's because it's a glitch. Okay, there's an outage right now. They're dropping these shoes still on the 29th, but it's just, look, it's letting me buy it, but it's not letting me buy it because it's an outage. So there's something wrong with the internet, okay? It's affecting a lot of things. All right, any news on why Jaw 3 sold out on Nike app? DSG today, I think DSG is going to be dropping this morning as well. We'll take a look at it. So if anybody's asking why the internet's down or why Sneakers app down, or if you're wondering why the hub wasn't working this morning, hey man, listen, that probably might be it, right? So you just got to stay patient, right? You know what I'm saying? Just got to stay patient. You know, the hub will probably be back soon. Okay. But this is dropping. Yeah, DSG is going to be dropping this morning. Looks like they're still dropping this morning if you want to give yourself an opportunity on DSG. These are some of the links that if you want to save on shout outs to Sneaker Twitter for all the links. Okay. If you want all the links, they have all the links listed on their post. DSG looks like they are still dropping. So if you want to give yourself an opportunity and try to get them on DSG, you're more than welcome to. All right. It's going to be on top of the hour, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. PST. Oh, dude, it's like 1 minute. See what happens when I yap a lot? See what happens when I'm yapping? Jesus. All right. There you go. Hopefully Nike sends Raw a pair of those Slim Reapers. All right, here we go. We got like a minute, and hopefully it's gonna let you guys check out if you want these. I would definitely go on DSG. Hibbett Sports is dropping them this morning as well. So we got these today and tomorrow. So what up, Ebony? What's good? What up? But I appreciate you guys being a part of the conversation this morning. It's all love at the end of the day. You know, ain't nothing wrong. I'm not upset, mad at you. It's just a conversation that we had this morning, and I love it, bro. I love it a lot. All right, here we go. Chat, let me know. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if it's going to let you check out. All right, yeah, it's live on DSG. Get on DSG right now. DSG, go, 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 go. DSG, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Y'all want the Jaws. They're live. They are now live on DSG. Let me know if you guys end up copping, if it will end up being easy. Hibbett Sports has them as well. Let me know if it was an easy scoop for you guys. Yeah, the Reaper definitely live. Notifications went out, Sean says. Let me see. Is it live on Sneakers app? It just says, oh, on Nike app, it says it's sold out. It's just so confusing, man. It really is. Is it letting any of you guys, like, it says the 22nd, but I don't know if it's letting any of you guys, like, pen. Let me know in the chat if you guys end up scooping it up, please. Going outside today for some craziness. There you go, my friend. Be safe out there, New York Dad, man. For real, for real. All right. For real, for real. Corvette, Corvette. All right. Did anyone hit? Anyone hit? Easy Cop in store at DSG. Let me know, chat. DSG. Got on size 13. Anybody? It looks like, I feel like a lot of people are checking out right now, so I just feel like that's why no one's answering. Because I think if you end up hitting on DSG, feel free to let me know. I don't know if the sneakers app, it's on Hibbits. Hit on Hibbit Sports. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys want this one. The KDs are not bad. KD 18s. I'm holding out on Unheard Of pack this week and Voodoos for the wife. Plus now SB Air Max 95s dropping next week also, Rami says. Here we go. Sneakers app says sold out. No, it's because it's the glitch. I think I'm going back away from our group for a while. Doogie says, what happened, Doogie? You good? Scored on DSG. Congrats. Anyone has ever said the Jaw 3's Halloween looked like the Jeeps of Jurassic Park? Izzy says. Easy Dub, size DSG, size 11. There you guys go. I feel like a lot of people probably relied on the Nike sneakers app. That's why. But if you wanted these pretty badly, I mean, I feel like the Jaws are the ones that everybody wanted, man. DSG, size 10.5. There you go. Congratulations. Full size run. Full size run, chat. Full size run. Full size run on DSG. So if y'all want them, now it says loading. Now it says loading. King Leo says, DSG or Shig's best bet. Eric says, buddy, come on, we're here. Yeah, I know a couple people hit on Hibbit Sports as well. So if you managed to hit on Hibbits, congratulations as well. I think does Hibbits have Apple Pay? Does Hibbit Sports have Apple Pay, chat? Katie Slim Reaper or Dope Mark Souls pick it up on my size 12 on the Jaws now. Dude, you guys let me know how you guys like these in hand too. Because it looks like a good amount of you guys really, really love these Jaws, bro. Really, really love these. Hold on. Just hit on KDs. There you go. Those Jaw Grinches are all right. I mean, I think that's what everyone kind of get the vibes from, was just the Grinches. I think that's why a good amount of people wanted these, because it kind of gives you that Grinch vibe. So, W on Hibbit size 12. Big says. Now it says loading. Hit on a size 12 on DSG. Chase, congratulations, my friend. I used Apple Pay on Hibbits. Okay, so they do have Apple Pay. Like I said, I haven't purchased anything from Hibbits, and dude, I don't remember the last time. I think the last time that I ever bought anything from Hibbits was like Yeezy slides, dude. To be honest with you. What's up, bud? You okay? I gotta take Buddy to the vet, chat. Come on. You okay, bud? Come here. You okay? Come here. You wanna go potty? Let's go. Come on. You okay? Let's see. Any more raffle? Hey, DH, did you end up hitting DH? I think you said you wanted these as well. What's up, buddy? Come here. I hit on a size 12. How do the KD 18s fit? I don't know. I don't know how the KD 18s fit. I do not know. I would say, like, usually for Nike basketball, I feel like majority of the basketball shoes for Nike run a little small. So I feel like you would have to go half size up. I don't know. Can you rock them actually on foot 2 to size and the KD 18s, DH says? Okay. I think Kobe Grinches on court. Nah, it's the Jaws light sign. I mean, if these glow, that'd be sick, because it looks like they do glow. They look like they do glow. Let me see if some size is sold out. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Looks like all sizes are available. Looks like the Jaw 3s are low-key sitting on DSG, man. Low-key. Yes, picking up DSG later today, Raph. There you go. Congrats. They do glow. That's sick. That is dope. That is sick. And it's dope because like I said, man, you'd be surprised how many people actually wear these like casually. Like I see a lot of Jaw 3s in public, man. They people rocking these casually, bro. All right, people rocking these casually. All right, run them the likes. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, man. Let's get to 200 likes. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, for real. Still sitting on snipes as well, Corey says. Okay. You want some scratches, huh? You want some attention, buddy. I know. Grateful Dead organs, Air Max 90s info on the Nike app. Elder Monitors posted a link. Okay. Let me see. Appreciate you pointing that out, by the way. What did he say? Ooh, we gotta show this as well. Man, where is it? Where did he say that at? Oh, duh. I don't see what he said. I don't see what he said about them. Okay, I see him. I see it now. This is the Grateful Dead collection honors decades of Oregon Ducks history. What's another Grateful Dead collection honors da 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 da. I don't want to read all this though. There is official images for the Grateful Deads. Did they say what the release date was on these? I'm pretty sure these are going to drop on Sneakers app too. What's up with Buddy? Yeah, I might have to take him to the vet. I got to see how he does this morning because, dude, but I don't know what it is, chat, because I'm trying to figure out his diet, man, honestly. But he pooped out a little bit of blood last night, dude. Like, dude, I feel so bad for him, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I know the homie Tanay Francisco was like trying to give me some advice, man. Like, but like he pooped out a little bit of blood last night, yesterday twice. And like, I'm just like, me and the wife were just like, bro, what is happening, dude? Like he's been on some medication and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. So like I got a sample of his number 2 and I put it in a baggie just in case if it happens again today. We'll see what happens. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. I just don't want anything bad happen to him, you know? So, because I told you, this is my first time actually owning a dog. Like, you know, it's been so many years because we've had a family dog, but I wouldn't consider it being my dog specifically. But like, hey, no, you can't have that. Yeah, I mean, like, he was like, dude, listen, he was like shitting like crazy yesterday. And I feel like that was maybe the reason why. Like, he took like multiple number 2s yesterday and he was fine. And then like later during the day, I feel like around maybe 5 o'clock, he started doing it. So like during the day, he was fine. Like the morning that I took him, like he was shitting like crazy. I think yesterday he was, what's it called? Yeah, like yesterday around like 5, that's when he started like bleeding a little bit. Was it loose? I mean, his number 2s were soft. Like it wasn't like it wasn't hard because like every time he's pushing, bro, dude look constipated. But like I'm just like, bro, are you okay? He just got some into his food and that didn't agree with him. Maybe, I don't know. Like he's never really like eating anything random. Like he's either like literally the way Buddy is that like he eats his food and then he sleeps, he plays, shits, pees, and goes back to sleep. Like that's his routine. Like he doesn't really eat anything that's random. I don't know. But like I don't take him outside. Like he's just like he's on my porch. So try different foods to see the deal with him. My dog had issues with certain brands. Get him some food with pumpkin in it. That's what we did yesterday. Like we gave him like we gave him another one that had like beef and pumpkin in it, and I think it's salmon flavor, because we think that he was allergic to chicken. So that's what we gave him yesterday. But then like I'm not expecting it to like work right away. So I guess we'll see what happens after to this morning, because he hasn't gone to number 2 yet. So I'm gonna see what happens. So did you say he got a shot? So Dada was no, he got his regular shots. Even after the shots, he was fine. This just recently happened yesterday. Like, this hasn't happened like frequently. This happened yesterday. So feed him Scooby-Doo snacks. Yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date, man. Like, it sucks, but Buddy's been a good dog, right, Bud? Right? He just wants attention. He just wants attention, buddy. We're breeding dogs for 17 years. Diarrhea will do it. But take it to a vet. He will be okay, Chase Jackson says. You and the kids carve pumpkins, then give him the dogs, and then if you help the problems in his stomach. Get him on a routine. Feed him the same time every day. Take a walk at the same time. And plus, I don't try to overfeed him as well. Like, I really try not to. He only eats like 2 times a day. Because like I try to give him like 3 times a day, and he doesn't eat all his food. So I'm like, all right, let me go back to like 2 times a day. So let's see. Fresh food may help, Brian says. Yeah, I don't know. He's just still a puppy. He's like only 25 weeks. So don't switch up too many different foods, or they have to get used to the one for a minute. Yeah, I think that's what it was, because in the beginning, like when I first got him, like he was on like this like grainy like I don't know, brown rice type flavor, and like he didn't like it, so we finally switched it up, and then he liked that one as well. So I don't know. What up, DeCraze? DeCraze, am I gonna see you this weekend or what? I'm gonna see a lot of people this weekend. DeCraze is gonna be in Vegas this weekend. He Got Kicks is gonna be in Vegas this weekend. There'll be a lot of people this weekend. But yeah, I think we might just stick with his regular diet and go from there. And then see what the vet says. Right, buddy? I know. Feed him 1 or 5. Collection fam, put on the farmer's dog. DeCraze says. Yeah. This dude right here is always with me. Like, he's a good doggy. Did Slim Reaper get pushed back? It did till tomorrow. So chat, if you weren't able to hit this morning, you should be able to hit tomorrow as well. Sneaker Zap is gonna drop these tomorrow. Yeah, they got pushed back in tomorrow. DSG still has them, but I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna wait until the Sneakers app drop. But they're getting pushed until tomorrow. I think if I had to switch food in one day, you have to do it a little each day, or the new food. Seawolk says, okay. Yeah, I might have to just stick with his same diet and then see what happens. I'm gonna feed him this morning and then see what happens. Isn't he so cute, chat? Like, look how small he is, bro. He's tiny. Sup, Ralph? Clocking in late this morning, Nathan says. I got my Slim Reaper. There we go, my friend. I'm glad that you were able to hit, bro. Glad that you were able to hit. He's like wide awake now. He's wide awake. He took a little nap this morning. All right, here, buddy. Stand right here. All right. What? Like, he's just waiting, bro. Look at him. He's just waiting. Right, bud? Come here. He's just waiting. This dude wants attention, bro. He's like a kid, bro. He's like wants me to carry him, and then like he'll like tend to like kind of bite me a little bit, which doesn't hurt. It's just like a little because he wants me to scratch him. Look, he just wants me to scratch him. You just want attention. Yo, get off my keyboard, dude. All right, stay. Get Buddy some loves her with a long. You can't just switch food. You have to ease in the new food so he could so he doesn't get sick. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, that's why I ask you guys sometimes. You know, I need some advice. You know what I'm saying? As a first dog owner, it's always nice to ask some of you guys that've been having dogs for years. So if anybody has like any advice too, you're more than welcome to DM me as well. I take anybody's advice when it comes to dogs. Because I know a lot of people tend to hit me up, or I'll ask like some of my friends some advice. But I switched my dogs to and haven't looked back since, Shane says. I miss small dogs feel like you're trying to scratch bro. Dude is like, what? He's literally waiting for me. Go take Buddy for a walk and hang out with a little Phil. He'll be here. Yeah, I know. He'll be okay though. Like the thing is, the dude, man, the thing about like Buddy is that like he's still scared to like walk around. Like even like I bring him in to in the hallway to like kind of like I put him on his harness and dude freaks out. So like I just gonna just constantly just take him out and just get him used to it. He looks happy and active, which is a good sign. You're doing good. I think by monitoring and watching the movement patterns, make sure he hydrates and see how he does this morning. Yeah, facts, bro. 100%. I'll keep you guys updated for sure throughout the day. And then probably just stick with the same diet that I normally do for him. So my chocolate lab is 13 and still energetic. If you want to get him on the new food, you have to put the certain food and add a little bit of new food slowly every day. More of the new food eliminates the old food, Tito Kick says. Raph, they saying Nike QC'd, Buddy. Hope he's okay. I appreciate that, Dougal, man. I appreciate that, bro. No lumpia and got it for Buddy, Ariel says. Nah, we don't give him like human food. Absolutely not. Especially the fact that he's a puppy and like, I don't know. I was never really like, even when we had a family dog, we never really gave him like real food, bro. Hi, buddy. Never really gave him new food. Dude is literally a child. Wants me to carry him. Like, pat his back, scratch his back, bro. Literally a kid. A little child. But he's probably just like me. All the girls outside make him nervous, Tito says. Yeah, all right. Congrats, JB, on your wedding. Facts, bro. 100%, dude. My boy Jake B, got freaking, that man got married over the weekend and great, amazing wedding, man. For real. Hopefully you and, Justine are doing all right. I'm sure you guys had a long weekend. Sneaker Plug, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Appreciate that, my guy. Thank you. Hey, relax. Shout out my boy Sneaker Plug. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. I appreciate that. Sneaker Plug for the 15-month re-up. I got some great news from the VA. If you know, you know. Yes, sir. Shout out my boy the Sneaker Plug, man, for the 15-month re-up. Appreciate that. He went from having a pups around him and his mom to you, so it takes time. 100%, bro. So try wet food 1 time a day mixed with dry. I would have I can't even show on the sneaker app. No, it's because it was a glitch, bro. If anybody's going to want these KDs, and especially the Jaws tomorrow, they're going to drop again tomorrow on the Sneakers app. So anybody that is like wondering, don't freak out, okay? Nefty, what up, man? Good morning. You want to go potty? Come on, let's go out. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. No, he wants to play. You just want to play? He wants to play. That's why he waits for his sisters. That's why I love about my kids, is because my kids will play with him all morning. Thanks for the membership, Pookie. Nafty, good morning, man. Jackson, that's he says. She turned 16 this year and she's still kicking it. Can't believe she's been with me that long, Jackson says. Hey man, listen, now that I'm like used to having Buddy every single day, it was so weird not waking up to him. Because the homie Frank was dog sitting him over the weekend. And I woke up and I was like, bro, I am not used to not having him around me. So like, it was definitely nice. Now Buddy is definitely part of the family and just having a routine. Okay, now he wants to go out. Buddy. Let's go. Good. Here, let's go. Good boy, buddy. Good job. Come on. Let's see. Well, shout out my boy Sneaker Plug. Thank you so much for the 15-month re-up. I appreciate that. No, I think he hears his mama in the room. That's why, because she's working. Chat, who's number 2? Rafi or Buddy? Buddy got the bubble guts. Cut Life says, what up, Cut Life? What up, man? Good morning. I had to put my pit down last year. Hasn't been the same without him, Keith says. Yeah, thank you, bro. We appreciate you guys. Blessed to have you there. We're both doing great. Couple days to recharge and relax. Life's beautiful, man. That's what I'm talking about, Jake. Hey, man, it's sushi soon on me, bro. For real. It's sushi on me here very, very soon, my guy. We gotta get it. We got Justine and you and Jake and Justine and get the family together again, bro. It's sushi. For real. Buddy, mommy's working, dude. Oh, Jose, can you see? Raffles live for the Grateful Deads, but won't let you pick a size. What is this? Let me see. What website is this? Class Trip, bro? I ain't never heard this website before. I have never heard of that website before. I'm not going to hold you, dude. I've never heard about that website. Yo, Jake, I got to catch you up on that day as well. Yo, Jake, by the way, if you're still in here, if you're listening, I appreciate you putting us at a really good table, because that table was funny as hell. Yeah, I got to catch you up. We got to catch up for sure. Oh man, shout out to my boy Ryan, dude, for real. Oh man. Nike unreveals the Grateful Dead collection. Here we go. I like sushi, Francisco says. Synergy says sushi is bomb. Nike unreveals the Grateful Ducks collection. All right, here we go. I don't know if any of you guys want these like that, huh? Why is it like... Okay. I just feel like Nike is genuinely... Yeah, yo, Jake V. Yo, Jake. Shout outs to Jared and Chanel, too. Good people, bro. Hey, no. Come here. I feel like Nike and Jordan Brand are literally ready to drop some of these shoes at ComplexCon. I'm saying it again, bro. I swear to y'all, dude. Like, I feel like maybe that's the reason why. Like, is it just me? Okay, so for instance, couple shoes, CPFM. What was the other one? Tom Sachs. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Nike is prepared to like drop a bunch of these shoes at ComplexCon, man. Like making a lot of these things exclusive. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, this is just a guess. I'm not saying that it is going to happen. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate you for sending that. Shout out my boy Larry. The article for the Grateful Deads. Hellstar Adidas. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Beetlejuice, Hellstar Adidas. I wonder how that shoe looks like. Let me see. Hellstar. Because like they're doing like SpongeBob. They're doing SpongeBob. Oh, here it is. I saw the SpongeBob one too. So this is the Hellstar Adidas Superstar releasing this weekend exclusively at ComplexCon. Told you guys, like, there's always some sort of like, there's some sort of exclusive something dropping at Complex, bro. And some of the stuff are just popping up like last minute. Hold on, let me see. And then Rey Mysterio is gonna be there. So that kind of tells me that they're gonna have a WWE booth. Okay, Complex. I think there's like two different like IGs that I have to look at. I think it's ComplexCon. Do they have a ComplexCon IG page? Yeah, they do. So here we go. I think they announced like SpongeBob too. Stop by SpongeBob Movies, search a SpongeBob photo booth to meet all your underwear favorites. Dude, I think they're going to drop clothes too. Like SpongeBob clothes with Complex exclusive. Metro Booming live on October 24th. He's performing Friday night. Metro. Hellstar made their announcements. Hot Wheels, Pod, is that Pod? What is this? It's all types of stuff dropping, dude. Big first look pick. The Adidas Hellstar is fire. Just want to see the versus battle. Rey Mysterio gonna be there. That means the Black Panther. Yeah, the thing is, like, since this year there's not gonna be no Travis, like, they gotta show out for sure. They're like, they 100% gotta show out since last year was really good. So Joe Freshgood is dropping something live at Complex on this weekend. See you soon, Vegas. So Joe Freshgood's gonna be there. Special moment in culture. So Joe Freshgood is gonna be there. Okay. Joe Freshgood. I don't know if Salehi's doing anything. Is Salehi doing anything? I'm sure he probably is. Salehi, Hellstar is doing something. There's just all types of brands. So they have a list. So Nike, Prada, Feature is going to be out there because I know they're dropping all three of those shoes, of those 11s. Y3, Vans. I know Vans is doing something. There's all types of brands gonna be there, bro. G-Shock. Is that Billionaires Boys Club? Bro, I haven't heard of them for a minute. I mean, Salehi had a really cool booth. Salehi had a really, really cool booth last time, but the line was long for no reason. I actually want to pull because it's all only drops at Complex. I'm gonna be salty low key. And I told y'all, I promise you guys this, that Nike is prepared to drop something. Like whether if it's just gonna be a sneakers pass or a sneakers stash, excuse me, they're going to drop something, dude. I just don't know what. I had a Nike a homie that works at Nike. He was telling me there was some stuff that he couldn't say. So I don't know what it's going to be. And I know Zellerfeld is doing something. Zellerfeld's doing something. So I don't know. There's going to be a lot of stuff. You know, the other glow in the dark Salehi Crocs. Oh gosh. Maybe some more Air Max 1000s. I know Air Max 1000s are for sure dropping. I think they're dropping the all blue joints. They're dropping the all blue ones. Because you know how they did the purple ones? They're doing... See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not loaded up. Chat. Air Max 1000s are not loaded up on the sneakers app either. And they're supposed to drop today. They're supposed to drop today. You okay, bud? They're not loaded up on the sneakers app. So I honestly think they're going to drop on the 24th. JoJo Dancer, is that what they're supposed to drop on sneakers app on the 24th? That's the day before Complex Con. The 11 City Pack, they're supposed to drop all three. And mind you, remember they moved the Rare Air 11s to November. They moved the Rare Air 11s till November. Hello? My shock dropped the Jordan 11 Rare Airs. That's what I'm saying. I think because they're probably gonna hype it up. They're probably gonna try to hype up the Rare Air 11s, dude, and then make them as a sneaker stash. I think they're gonna stash the Rare Air 11s for sure. I told you guys, like, the Rare Air collection, they're oversaturating that shoe. Like I said, we're gonna wait. We're gonna have to wait and see, though. Gotta wait and see. Rare Airs dropped the first week of November. Yeah, but they were supposed to drop last week, though, for the Rare Airs. They're supposed to drop last week, but they end up moving them. So, these Hellstars are okay. Y'all think? Listen, the thing is, like, I could. maybe I should scoop up all these exclusive sneakers, huh? I should just scoop them all. Because, like, I got media passes. So, the way the media passes work is that, like, I get in before anybody else, dude. That's including VIP. Like, this is my first time having media passes this year, and I get the opportunity to go. I think I could get in there before it even opens. I think. So, because that line, I promise you, that VIP line, even if you get VIP, that line is going to be long as... It's going to be long. So, I should just grab all the exclusive stuff. I know J-Tips. I think I'm putting my hands on those J-Tips. Probably just try to snag up these Hellstars too. Might as well. Pata maybe. I don't know. Just to kind of show you guys what I get. It's just like, the thing is, I don't want to carry all that stuff. We need those I know we definitely needed those media passes last year. So, Rap big time now. We'll deserve. Well, yeah. I mean, I thought, I'd shoot my chances. Dude, he wants to go to his mama. Is Ice Spice gonna be there? Orlando says. I don't know. I remember last year, dude. I promise you, like, you see like random celebrities just walking around, dude. Like athletes as well. Like, I think last year I met Austin Rivers. Like, he was just walking around casually. And no one really knew who he was. And then until someone came up to me and asked me, like, do you know who that is? I was like, bro, that's Austin Rivers. They're like, what does he do? I was like, bro, don't even ask, bro. Don't even ask, man. I just said, oh, he's a basketball player. AJ Brown, what up, man? What's good, dude? And then I think last year, who else did I meet? We saw Travis, obviously walking around, and then that was clipped, bro. I think like a lot of the like younger crowds were like going crazy for their FaZe. Like the entire FaZe team was there. I don't really care too much. The only person that I like from FaZe is FaZe Rug. That's literally the only person that I genuinely like. Here, come here. Yeah, that's like literally the only person that I like from FaZe, but like a lot of the younger kids were like, they were like chasing after them. I met the dude that does that food reviews. Keith Lee. Keith Lee was there last year. I got a picture with him. He was cool. Really, really nice guy. And I'm sure he's probably gonna be there again this year as well. But yeah, it's in Vegas. Bro, did you hear Nas was around at the wedding? I didn't. Bro, Jake, dude, it was crazy because at your wedding, like when you guys were like, obviously when everyone was sitting down, dude, you could see bro, there was a crowd of people watching from the window. We're like, holy smokes, dude. A crowd of people were just like literally watching over the window, dude. It was all man, when I say a ton, like a shit ton of people. You kind of look like Vince Eats. Vince, you probably are Vince Eats, bro. FaZe Adapt is hilarious and the only one I like, Tito says. Sexy Red is worse in my opinion, Cushy says. Yeah, I mean, Quavo's going to be in the building as well. I think they announced Quavo's going to be there as well. Quavo, and they said Quavo and Rey Mysterio right here. Quavo and Rey Mysterio, the GOAT, dude. I should bring my Rey Mysterio, that means Dom is low-key gonna be there. Low-key. I feel like low-key Dom is gonna be there. Because Dom, doesn't he have a house in Vegas? Doesn't he live in Vegas? I did not wear a suit, Tito, at the wedding. I did not. I feel like Dom could be there. But yeah, Rey Mysterio is gonna be there. That's sick, dude. I should bring my freaking Rey Mysterio poster out. I got it when I was a kid. Have him sign it, bruh. And Quavo's going to be there as well. This is Goat Talk goes live at Complex Squad and Quavo and Rey Mysterio. You hit the stage October 25th. You don't want to miss this one. You're getting me hyped to go, Jake B says. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Dirty Dom goes, man. Like I think he lives in Vegas. So I mean, if his dad's going, I would assume that he probably could be in the building. So I don't know. I feel like the first day is gonna be good. Jake, yeah, you should go. He lives in San Diego? Okay, so today he says he lives in San Diego. I thought he lives in Vegas, too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he has a house out here, too. I mean, a lot of celebrities probably do, but... Marcel said F Quavo. Man, listen. They both look like they smell, too. CD says, no one cares about Quavo anymore. Dada says... Listen, dude, I'm sure your phone would be out if you were literally in front of him, bro. It says, what up, Raph? Just tapping in. What up, amazing? What up, man? That's dope. CD says, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like a good amount of people that will be there that's probably not announced. So you have one job if Dirty Dom is there, Larry says. Larry, you know what? If Dirty Dom is there, dude, you know what? I'll get a WWE shirt and get it and have him freaking sign it, bro. All right, just for you. Maybe I'll make a video. I'll be like, hey, can you shout out my homie Larry? Dividing gonna be there, and a lot of your family and friends be like, who's Larry? Oh man, 100%. We're gonna be vlogging all weekend. I have my camera guy. My camera guy is in the chat. What about Dirty Dan? I need 2 bear bricks and the Hellstar size 7.5. Thanks, Raph. Rami says, look at this guy. Now my phone will be out for you, cutie. That's so crazy. Raph moved to Vegas just for this. Bibu says, no. I mean, I've been out here for over a year now, dude. So, but I mean, I'm glad that they came back. So, yeah, you know what? I moved out here because they were coming out to WrestleMania. Well, my camera guy was supposed to be Frank, but he flaked on me. Frank was supposed to be my camera guy, but he flaked on me. So, Breezy fan, Orlando says. My phone will be out for you. What about her, Dan? You moved for the wifey, Keith says. Absolutely. Shout out my boy Keith. Facts, bro. Francisco, does that mean you ate Riri? Who's Dirty Don? Dang, Good Life says. Larry and Pink Eyes guy. I offered, Rami says. Now, Frank, I already knew Frank couldn't go. He didn't flake. I was just joking. He didn't flake. It's his wife's birthday, so I knew that he couldn't go. I've been knowing that. He didn't flake. I'm just giving him crap. Because I knew Frank really, really wanted to go, but since it's his wife's birthday weekend, he couldn't pass on that. So it's all good. You should hire Tops as your camera guy. Dude has a whole back shot kit, Burner says. He also is going to be pointing down on the camera. You realize Tops is like 6 foot plus, bro. The dude will be like putting his camera down. I have other obligations to attend to, else I would be sleeping on your couch. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%, dude. This man Frank said he might have to leave his credit card with me, bro. This man wants to cash out on everything at ComplexCon. I said, bro, listen. By the way, this Jack Reaver got mine yesterday, King Leo says. I think out of all of them, my favorite is going to be the Jaws. I mean, that green colorway is pretty sick. But I mean, maybe because I like the Jaws and I want a pair already. So Arrowhead West sometimes. I mean, Allegiant Stadium. I've been there a couple times. Allegiant Stadium. I already been there twice, I think. I believe. Strap the camera to his chest. They'll have another birthday next year. Nam says, big facts, bro. Nothing wrong with sleeping on the couch sometimes. Yo, I know Frank don't want me to remind him, bro. Frank don't want me to remind him. You absolutely don't want me to remind him because he really wants to go, but he can't. He's already going to event. He's gonna look, Frank. You're gonna have a great weekend, bro. This man's going to Disney. I would love to go to Disney. Don't do that. I told you to skip on your niece's birthday this year. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you won't though, Larry says. Oh, absolutely no. He's not gonna skip on all that weekend, bro. He's absolutely not. And it's crazy because like I was thinking that this was gonna be next week, that this shit's gonna be this weekend. Like, this is gonna be this weekend. 100%. This is gonna be this weekend. Listen, I might have to have like Salehi like sign the strap of my Salehi Crocs. I might have to have him sign the other side of them because he signed the first one last year, and I still have him. So, Comics Con over Disney Loud Pack says, well, I think I don't know if next year they're gonna come here again. I mean, they're originally like Comics Con is normally in LA. So, like, I don't know if they're going to come back here again. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not really surprised, but I thought they would probably stay with LA. But, I mean, I guess Vegas was a really good turnout for them to come back. So, whatever happened to Cool Kicks? Did they ever... their core warfare is in 2 days. It's on the 23rd, and I think a lot of people are still waiting for that. Their hearing is going to be on the 23rd. So that's, what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think. So Disney adult needs to be studied. Disney adults need to be studied. Why? Disney is cool, bro. I like Disney. I enjoyed it with my kids. My kids love it. The reason why I enjoy Disney because I love seeing my kids like excited, especially Riley, bro. She was like a kid in the candy store when she went to Disney. That makes me happy, bro. He dropped his own pairs outside of the Crocs. They look like a 2.0 version. Someone sent me a picture of the new Salehis. Hold on. Instagram, Salehi. I think it was like Seth Fowler that made that video. Here it is. I think he recently just made that video, didn't he? I don't think he posted on IG yet. Yeah, he didn't post it on Instagram yet. But he had an interview with Salehi.
Like a younger designer, and like social media was kind of just starting, and I would see people get talk about what seating is.
So I
remember when I was like a younger designer, and like social media was kind of just starting, and I would see people getting free stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, I cannot wait till I'm cool enough to get free stuff. But then I started getting free stuff, and I was like, man, I'm so cool. But then I quickly realized that no, I'm not so cool. What these brands are doing is they're utilizing my platform to help promote their product. But it's a great little like exchange, because in exchange for me utilizing my platform, which is really just me posting a photo, if I care to, in turn I get a free pair of shoes. So it's a pretty solid deal. It's funny because, you know, over the years I've gotten comments on my Instagram where people are like, you just give shoes to your friends, just your friends. What I say to that is, A, if you made something really cool, who would you give it to?
Yeah.
Your friends. One. Coincidentally, a lot of my friends are influential, like impactful, cool people that are ultimately going to help me sell the shoe to their audiences. I'm not expecting them to do that. They don't have to do that. There's no social agreement. But if they do, awesome. Or maybe they wear it and like they're just at like an ice cream shop on a Sunday, and like the 10 people outside the ice cream shop they influence and I don't even know about it. Seeding is an operation. Which I don't think a lot of people realize. I think they think it's like some like circle jerk.
In a lot of ways, it is just marketing, but at the same time, it's also giving your friend something cool that you made.
Absolutely, like that's the simple of it. It's like, yo, this is my buddy. Of course, I'm gonna give them to him. But then it's like, oh, my buddy also just won a Grammy, and he's performing tonight. So like, I should probably get him a pair of shoes as well. To all the people that give those make those comments, it's like, this is a business,
exactly,
and I'm trying to positively impact my business in the best way possible. So like, I'm not concerned with your comments about like, why do you just give it to your friends? Because there's a very like intentional plan. Ooh, I would love to talk about what seating is.
Yeah, I remember I watched this yesterday. Someone sent to me, and I thought it was a good point when it comes down to like seating pairs, especially like why they pick and choose. At the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like when Zellerfeld and Nike sent me those Air Max 1000s, I questioned myself, like, why did they send it to me? Why didn't they send it to someone like that was bigger on the sneaker community, sneaker platform? Just because like that's just how it is. Like, I promise you guys, like, clout, I'm not saying, I guess that's not the respectful word to say it, like more of like anybody that has like a bigger platform or a big impact on sneakers are gonna get seated pairs, right? Like, for instance, you probably see a whole lot of people that get seated pairs all the time on the internet, and you wonder why do they get it? And plus, it has to do with a whole lot of how you present yourself as a content creator as well. Like, it really does. Like, I don't think Foot Locker or Champ Sports or any of the brands are going to be seeding pairs to multiple pairs to somebody that is strictly a reseller, right? Like, I think I've seen a few resellers. It's rare that I've seen that gets seeded pairs, but like, I feel like majority of the time, like, people that get seeded pairs are people that are really genuinely about the culture of sneakers. Like, really are. And some of you guys have to realize too, when it comes down to like what a lot of companies watch, I feel like majority of the companies watch, like, I mean, they're watching everybody. I think I like YouTube, like any platform you could think of, but I feel like the two main, I would say 100% would be Instagram and TikTok. Instagram and TikTok is like the two platforms that are like, that a lot of companies, like sneaker companies, like look at when it comes to, you know, to that. So yeah. But yeah, Seth Fowler for sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. He never really confirmed that with me, because I did tell him, I was like, hey man, like, if you were assisting with the pair that I got for the Air Max that 1000s, I appreciate that. But he never really confirmed it. You know, obviously I got some stuff from him. You know, I got his slides from him from the Zellerfeld collection, which was really, really cool. But he never really confirmed that. So, but yeah. You're probably like, well, I mean, the thing is, like, I always tell you guys, like, man, you never know who's watching, and it's definitely 100% an operation when it comes down to like seeding pairs for sure. Like, the people that get pairs are probably, they're expecting that people are going to shout them out, you know, influence their, you know, their viewers to buy it. But not only that, but the viewers that are really genuinely curious about the shoe are going to ask those questions, like, what are the sizing? How do you feel about it? Remember how I had a conversation with you guys, how like when it comes to like reviewing sneakers, like, people don't really care about the box, right? Like, people don't care about like the label of it. They just care about your opinion. Like, majority of watches, I feel like, only care about how you feel about the shoe. Like, how do you feel about it? What's the sizing? You know, or, you know, some people would be like, oh, what's the resale? But like, majority of the time, it's like, people want to know how you feel about the sneaker, especially if that's your favorite influencer. It's like, all right, he's my favorite influencer. I want to know how he feels about it, because I feel like he knows that I know that he's going to give an honest opinion, you know, because there is like, you know, people that will give, you know, genuine, you know, opinions about the sneaker. And some people wouldn't, you know, some people will be like, oh yeah, I think I'll agree with you, I disagree with you, I actually like it, you know. So Shawnee might not have more subs, but you definitely get more viewers. That area fell off hard than Panda Dunks, Tito says. Well, no, I mean, I'm not here to like bash on anybody else, but I'm just here to talk about what the point is, right? Like, for instance, that's why I'll be completely honest with you guys, and like, I never really wanted to switch up, like, especially whenever I was like doing like Pokemon content. Like, you know, obviously I was trying to do a little bit here on this channel before, and try to gravitate the viewers to my Pokemon channel, but at the end of the day, I was just doing it for fun, right? But like, I think the thing is that brands will see that, where like, you know, if your channel does switch up a little bit, or your content, then they're probably going to be thinking like, why should we seed someone a pair of sneakers if they strictly don't even talk about sneakers, right? So like, having a sneaker channel, strictly a sneaker channel, is very important, especially if you're wanting brands like that to really recognize your channel. Like, if I switched over to like video games, like, a lot of brands be like confused, be like, all right, is he a gamer or is he a sneaker channel, you know? So I don't know, but like, when it comes to seeding pairs, it's absolutely an operation. They definitely want some sort of like attention around, you know, the shoe. And I feel like with Air Max 1000s, like, they definitely got a lot of attention on the first drop, which the first drop, technically the official first drop, was the tan colorway that I got, because the red colorway dropped last year, which was only exclusive to ComplexCon. And then they actually, you know, finally pushed them out this year, and they're heavily pushing them out for sure this year, because they dropped that purple one. So they didn't really give it to too many people. I've seen maybe like 3 people that got the Air Max 1000s this time, the purple joins. They didn't really choose too many. I know Shade TV got one. I know Seth obviously got one. Kais, and I think that was the only, and then 80 Sneaks got one as well. It was only a few people that got them, but other than that, that's why I try to follow people who wear my size, because regardless of what they say, I'm looking at that shoe as my own perspective. Yeah, I mean, people just want to see how they look like the angles of the shoe. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, no one really cares about like box no more. I remember it used to be a thing where like, I want to see the box, you know. Timu live covers is insane, Cushy says. In fact, you can send me shit and I give a full review, and that's all they really care about. As long as you're putting it out, like, you know, out in the public, like, you know, that's all it really cares about. Like, I would say that there's multiple different kinds of content creators out there that I've learned this year alone. Is that like there's certain content creators that will get seeded certain things because they are affiliated to a, what's that one of those things called, a influencer company, where like a company will, I think a marketing team, because I see that a lot now this year, where like I seen a lot of marketing teams, companies that will sponsor a influencer, and they will help them get sponsorships to get like free things, but in exchange is that they get part of the deal, if that makes sense. So like, say if a company wants to, you know, work with you, then, you know, if the company agrees for like, you know, I don't know, $5,000, then the marketing team gets a certain amount of percentage off that. Affiliated marketing, exactly, GH. And then you get the free stuff and you get paid a little bit off of it. I seen a whole lot of that this year, versus people that get, you know, genuinely get things from the company, if that makes sense. You know, the company's actually reaching out, be like, you know what, we like your content, let's send you some stuff, or like, here's like, let's make a deal or some sort of contract, you know, because agency basically, Brittany, you know, because as a influencer, you don't have like, in order to be in like an agency like that to get like free stuff, like you don't have to have the biggest platform. Like you could have like 10,000 followers on Instagram or on Twitter, and you could be a part of an agency, as long as they see that you are constantly posting and the analytics are there, that people are watching your stuff. That's all they care about. Like, you don't have to have the most followers. But like bigger companies like Nike, Jordan brand, that people are genuinely getting stuff from, those are not part of an agency for sure. Like, those are stuff that are genuinely handed to people that they personally, you know, reach out to. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you see people do like maybe like StockX or like you know, different types of ads, that's 100% an agency affiliated team that is definitely reaching out to promote their stuff. I got a free hoodie from Civil. Does that count? No. Basically, both of you, what y'all said is together. King Leo says affiliated marketing agency. Yeah, basically. So Elliot Page is the best for showing fits with the shoes to see how the shoes look with certain pants or shorts. Yeah, there's like certain like content like that people like when it comes down to that. For me, like Tony D2 Wild, like I like his on feeds and stuff like that, because it kind of helps like what kind of pants that I could probably buy or get or wear with a certain shoe. And, you know, I feel like it makes the shoe a little bit better when you see different options. You know, Raph, if you stream Civil drop, I'm so hyped for it. I don't know, we'll see. Isn't that this weekend? This Friday? We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. But I thought this was interesting that this was kind of put out, and I appreciate what's it called, Salehi giving an honest answer about that, because I think that is, you know, this is a whole lot to have people understand how the whole seating kind of works in a way. You know, obviously some people will be upset, but like, come on, bro. Like if you get seated a pair of sneakers, like ain't none of y'all gonna decline that type of offer, you know. I need that Eric Emanuel endorsement. Oh gosh. Yeah, there we go. But like the thing is, like, in order to get those type of stuff, it's either like friends and family, or you like really honestly are a content creator. That's not really how it works. It's like how, why is the content creators getting stuff and I don't? I mean, that's just kind of like Salehi kind of explained. It's definitely an operation, man. It really is. That's genuinely like the honest answer is definitely an operation of trying to promote a certain item by seeding pairs. So if you are a non-content creator and you're like wondering why you don't get free stuff, I mean, it's literally the honest answer is that like creating like content and like just building up your brand, eventually you're going to get people reaching out to you. That's normally how it works, you know? So that's how I felt like when I first started YouTube. Like I had all my friends getting reached out by certain brands and like they were getting reached out by SneakerCon. I never had that. I went to like SneakerCon on my own and all that fun stuff and then finally at some point when I was like, you know, a certain amount of numbers, I guess, or once they finally seen my content, that's when they finally recognized me. But at first, dude, I didn't get all that stuff, bro. Do you have any pairs of grails that you've always wanted but never were able to get, or previous own but don't have anymore and regret getting rid of? Yeah, 100%. That's a lot. Absolutely, bro. I mean, the number one shoe that comes into mind that I wish that I still had was my Kobe Grinches. Got rid of them before I left, moving out to Vegas. You know, I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. That was like one shoe that I regret getting rid of. Another shoe was the SB Habibis. My favorite SB of all time, 100%, was that shoe right there. And that was like one of the last shoes I got rid of before I left. But I mean, you know, sneakers at the end of the day, come to realize as you get older, they're just materialistic things. You know, that's what I learned about growing up, bro. Like, ain't nothing. You get all that stuff back and you get cooler stuff. You get a lot more stuff. I mean, I have a lot of sneakers already, bro. And I have a lot, you know. Yo, what? You barking at? Here's his sisters. All right. Relax, okay? Go. Go ask your sisters, okay? He hears his sisters, bro. But yeah, it's probably a couple of shoes that I would say for sure that I wish I had. Let's see. I think they deserve free stuff for all the work they put in to get there. Yeah, I mean that's with anybody, right? I mean that's absolutely with anybody. I mean it depends how you look at it, because I mean of course as a content creator you want to make some money out of it as well. So I sold all my off-whites, cause unions for my wedding. Francisco says, yeah. I mean I got rid of a lot of stuff. All my unions are gone. My union 4s and stuff, like I got rid of all that stuff. So need a collection video. Yeah, I could have an update video very soon, maybe. I don't know. Maybe at the end of the year when I have some time. I don't know, but we'll see. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I don't think anything else is happening today. I don't think. Besides maybe the results later this afternoon. But there's really nothing going on. But yeah. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. Appreciate all the yapping. I know we kind of yap like crazy today when it comes down to sneakers, but I really do appreciate y'all putting your honest opinions about any of the topics that we brought up, and we'll run it back tomorrow for these jaws and the Halloween stuff. All right, but you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Hit that like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Hit that like button, 250 likes if y'all don't mind, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Have a great Tuesday, and I'm out ya. Peace.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what